303-867-7000. 867-7000. Equal opportunity lender regulated by DORA. NMLS 136756. For terms and conditions, call 844-45-IDEAL.
Hi, Steve Burke from Land Rover Denver. You can now lease a 7-passenger Land Rover Discovery Landmark Edition from just $499 a month at Land Rover Denver in Littleton. With seating for 7 in the 3-row Land Rover Discovery at just $499 a month, you'll always be ready to tackle the Rockies. Land Rover Denver, above and beyond.
2020 Discovery stock number L2433668. MSRP 65220. Cap cost 58,000. 7,500 miles per year. 33-month lease. 6,000 to signing. Zero security deposit payment plus tax with approved credit.
It's Joe Pack. Show me weeknight from 6 to 9 right here on Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW. We'll impact and wrap up your day with the latest news, strong opinions, and plenty of fun along the way. Join me, Joe Pags, weeknights at 6 on 630 KHOW.
iHeartRadio wants to help with a chance at $1,000. Text the nationwide keyword CARE to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's CARE to 200-200.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe. And as I've been doing for 40 years in Denver, helping people, now it has never been more critical. We have doctors available. We have lawyers available. We have plumbers available. We have accountants available. We have a wide array of experts at referralist.com that have always been available. We also have special operations. Many of our attorneys will take phone, Skype. They will take FaceTime and texting. Mile High Estate Planning, you can text him. Many people are trying to get their affairs in order. Honest to God, I'm going to tell you something, okay? No one wants to anticipate the worst. But I thought to myself, you know what? I never did fund those trusts. I never did this. I never did that. It's time to get serious just because you never know when something can sneak up like this. The times are uncertain. But I want to give some hope here, too. Still relatively, low death rate. However, it's a serious thing. What I'd like to do is help people. So that's my lane. I'm going to stay in it. I want to help people. But there are some suggestions I want to make right off the bat. I think we have to press our government to do the Defense Production Act. Now, the Surgeon General said, why do that if companies are already at full production and around the clock? If they are cooperating, President Trump would like to see them a partner as opposed to an adversary, or he didn't say adversary, but he said a partner. And I know President Trump is friendly to business and doesn't want to use a strong hand. But here's what the Defense Act does. Please listen, because I think you should call your representatives and say, please urge the president. I think if he hears from enough voters, he'll do what he needs to do. Here's why. Even though capacity is at 100% or more, they're going overtime or around the clock, they are still on the open market selling, and you find U.S. cities competing with European cities for the respirators and for protective gear. If the Defense Production Act went into effect, you would have one buyer, the U.S. government, at a reasonable price, one buyer, then the U.S. government would dole it out, nonprofit, to everyone else. That is what the change would be. Right now, yes, we have full production, but unfortunately, these companies don't always have U.S. first in mind, and they don't always have public service in mind. Face masks that were 70 cents are now $7. Why? Because there's so much demand. So if the U.S. government invoked the Defense Production Act, he signed it, but he's not invoking it yet. That would make the U.S. a single buyer and distributor, and they are the ones I'd rather distributing through the country than private corporations sending much of it to Europe. 303 713-TALK. Listen, I don't like government intervention, but this is a time when I think we put that nonsense aside. So, Mark, did you want to weigh in on that? Is he in today? Mark, are you signed up yet? Is he on?
I'm here.
What do you think about the Production Act? Seriously, what do you think about it?
I don't know if it does anything different. I think most.
Did you hear what I said about
now,
it creates a single
I heard
buyer.
Everything.
So that's what it does, which is major.
Once again, though, I don't know if forcing a company, like for a hotel, you're going to be a hospital now, we're going to do this. I don't know. I mean, that is the answer I'm giving you.
The Production Act does not convert facilities. The Production Act simply says this: you must produce for the U.S. government first. And then what we don't buy, you can sell on the open market.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about basically the feds taking over private enterprise.
Federalizing,
and I was going to disagree with you.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I would disagree with myself, too. No. I was talking about the civil production, the Defense Production Act. Back when we needed bullets and we needed aluminum and steel and all that, we went to these places and said, you produce for the government first, then you send it to the car manufacturers and the other people. And then the U.S. becomes a single point of distribution for things we need for our defense first. Everything else comes second. It is a pretty good act. It's not meant to federalize. It's meant to help people and mainly become a single point of distribution without profit. So they make profit when they make it at a reasonable cost, just like they always did. They make profit, but then
maybe even more.
Well, it could be. More because of more product. You're right. And then they send it to the U.S. government. Now, the government says, okay, we have enough face masks. Then they can sell to Europe, or they can sell to private billionaires on their island,
I gotcha.
as Bernie would say. Okay, so what yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
I think.
I'm going to look
People
into
knew
that a
what
little
was
more,
going
and then I'll
Hold
let you know.
on, Deputy. I'm sorry, Mark. Let Mark finish. Go ahead, Mark.
Well, okay, a couple things. One, I'll look into that, and then I'll answer your question.
Yeah, I would like you to.
I don't know much about it. Two, we wandered off this morning into Walmart, and when you're ready to talk about that a little,
okay,
I will.
good. Thank you about that. Now, Deputy Doc, what did you want to say?
Saying, if people knew that the administration was not preventing people from selling stuff overseas before the United States, they would really be upset and let their representatives know.
I know.
People don't know about that.
And that's what's happening, and that's exactly the reason for the Defense Act. Now, listen, here's the deal. I understand this president likes hands off with business, but and then also, I can chastise the Democrats, too, for holding up that bill because they said it aids too much to corporations. Well, guess what? Corporations are people, and they employ people. I am so sick and tired of that bony-fingered bitch stopping everything because she doesn't like Trump. She is a two-bit hypocrite, and it has nothing to do with politics. It has to do with an idiot. This woman would rather have people hate Trump than to get over this crisis. And I swear to God, in their hearts, they're hoping people hate this and blame Trump. It's not Trump's fault. It's not anyone's fault. Okay, is he doing okay? I don't know. Well, the jury's out on that. But you want to know something else?
China's fault.
CNN did an article and a commentary saying that he won't take responsibility for not having enough tests. I want to know any leader in the world that could have anticipated this, for God's sakes. How would you possibly have geared up enough tests for this? How would you? You tell me how. And they say, how do you trust a leader that doesn't take responsibility? Here's what he said. No, I don't take personal responsibility because no one could have anticipated this. And if the almighty God Obama was in there or anyone else, they would have never anticipated any more than him. I mean, it's time to put politics aside, you bastards. I am so sick and tired of everything being political. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're Democrat or Republican. We're in trouble, and we have to band together as a nation. I don't love anyone. I don't hate anyone, but I will support them doing their job. That's what I want. Now, I want to get to some calls, but I want to talk about Walmart coming up after the break as well. Barbara, really quickly, you have an issue. What is it, Barbara? We're still solving problems, answering questions, taking complaints, and of course, if anyone needs special help during these times, let us know. Referralist.com, I want you to know, all of our in-home providers are taking safe cautions as recommended by the CDC. We are monitoring them. All of our service people are being safe. Home improvements. Yes, you can have siding and windows done in home improvements without endangering your life, a basement refinish. If you were going to do it and you have the money, I'm not saying if you're out of work, have this done, but don't stop for the sake of stopping. We can all help each other if we don't do that. All right. Barbara, go ahead, Barbara.
Hi, Tom. Thanks for taking my call.
Yes, Barbara. What can we do for you?
I'm curious about the process to file a civil suit, like small claims court. A dry cleaner that I used, I took 11 items to, and 4 of them were not acceptably done. One of them was totally ruined. And
how old were these clothes?
Well, one of the 2 of them are retro that I got at a consignment store. They're kind of retro style, so those were older. And then the others, maybe there were some that were 7, a couple of formal dresses, and then some things that were within the year of purchase.
All right, listen. If they don't have a lot of value, I'm not going to talk about loss here because there may not be a lot of loss. But if you put a value on it, Mark, tell her the step-by-step when we come back. We're going to give you a step-by-step. Now, the value part of it might be the hard part because clothes almost don't have any value after a few years, but yours are relatively new. But Mark will take you through the step-by-step. He's done this many, many times. He walked me through it. I got $500 for something for the inconvenience. You can do that too. We'll talk about that. Plus, he wants to talk about his trip to Walmart and what that revealed coming up.
Imperial Chinese is one of the top restaurants in Denver.
Hey, Tom?
Yeah.
What do you want to talk to Pastor Jeff about specifically so I can tell him if
The power of prayer. And please, listen. I also want to get Rabbi Foster, if possible. I don't have his number. He's with the biggest temple in town. Do some networking. We have it in the building somewhere.
He used to be Beth Israel. He's not there anymore.
He used to be. He's retired, but he's still around. He's blabbing all over. He's great. Get anyone you can, okay?
Hey, Tom, 15 away to Denver trial. You good?
Gotcha.
Hey, 10 away to Denver trial.
Chief, what they're working for, that's newsworthy. HR talent, time, benefit.
5 and you are up.
By data and design for people. Learn more at design.adp.com.
One thing people have been doing is holding off on calling an attorney when they're injured. Don't sit on your rights. Denver trial lawyers still taking catastrophic claims. Now, first of all, saying that, you might think, well, I don't have a catastrophic claim. If you have a claim with a product, a doctor, a hospital therapist, assisted nursing facility, a nursing home, a birth injury, anything, you don't know where to turn. There is even liability for sickness and death under certain circumstances. DenverTrialLawyers.com, 303-571-5302.
Hey, thank you. You know, the spring market is fast approaching. Are you ready to maximize the sale of your home?
Come on, do these Macs have a built-in timer?
I recommend
I thought I had a timer.
Well, there should be good clock.
Will they go off?
Oh, a timer?
No, I just want for my spots something I can start and stop. Let me see, I thought I could do it.
Your phone has a stopwatch.
Yeah, that does. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. You're right.
And I would say
you're right, the phone's the best way.
If you just go to the...
Isn't it nice having that monitor, guys?
Yes. I can hear now, because these things don't work. So this is perfect. I can hear perfectly. I'm interested to hear more, because I went to Walmart yesterday. No long lines, no hoarding. It was
pleasant.
Well, it was just normal.
The shelves I seen that were somewhat empty was a lot of hard goods.
You did?
I flew the helicopter, then I flew the fixed wing. It was glorious. No one's in the sky.
It was a beautiful day.
And then also, I started my annual because I have to do yearly inspections, and right now everyone's available. It's unbelievable. They kiss your ass.
Hi, it's Mandy for my
For
friends
all
at
your
Bell
services.
and Holland. I know these guys.
I've just been going out for an hour-long walk every day.
Yeah, as long as you stay away from everything.
My house is right next to the Cherry Creek.
What, bro? What?
Dan, Mark is looking for Dan. He's saying something about log on to a different IM. Does that make sense?
Oh, mine? Onto the normal one we do, my call screen.
Mark is telling me to pass that on to Dan specifically.
Okay, I think I'm...
Dan, you get on separate IM. Which one? Oh, which one? Hold on, I'll find out. Which one?
800-960-1575.
He says, Dan, get on to, and I'm saying which one. He wants you on, he doesn't want you on this IM. He wants to be able to talk to you.
Tell Dan go to his Gmail and Google IM and whatever.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of your
Is it, you want him on?
Saturday.
I am
Or I can kind of have you guys.
Okay, there.
No, that's all right.
I'm
Just
in.
Google. I have him on Google.
I got it.
Mark, did you need it to be Dan or Tom?
No, I got it. I'm on there.
I got you, Mark.
All right.
What is wrong? How much will it cost?
Now, is Ironwood Earth Care on the referral list?
Get a whole house electrical inspection for just $21 from a company I trust in Mark.
Yeah, I think that's why she's reaching out to these people.
Yeah, I hope so. Good. I just want to make sure. I want to know when I introduce him.
Get the inspection done from experts you can trust.
Wasn't the guy was in the studio one time?
What's that, sir?
The guy was in the studio he was in the studio.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mobile Synergy
You remember that?
Premium gasoline.
As long as you know it.
Coming our way this week. The high today at 58 degrees with an outside chance for afternoon shower. Down to 34 tonight. Tomorrow's high 64. I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner, Fox 31. My weather.
Exxon and Mobil Synergy Supreme Plus Premium Gasoline. Their best fuel ever. Keeps your engine 2 times cleaner for better gas mileage. It's supreme. It's premium. It's supremium. Fill up today at your closest Exxon or Mobil station.
Coronavirus, what you need to know.
With coronavirus news and situations changing constantly around us, people already struggling with mental health issues may be feeling more anxious than ever. Professionals say it's a natural response to have fear, anxiety, and depression when faced with uncertainty, and it's critical to unplug.
It's almost like a chemical bath, and we don't get better, in fact, we get worse. So it becomes really important for all of us, especially people who struggle with anxiousness, is to realize the battlefield is for our mind. We want to be aware of things that make us sick, isolation, staying in our head and letting that fear grow instead of reaching out.
Clinical psychologist.
I want to get John Fuller on, Daphne, sometime this show. We need to get him on. If he has a spot on the log, nix it and get him on instead. We need to interview him. He has a lot of good points.
Right at 6.
Everyone get that? Thank you.
Special COVID-19. What you need to know. The latest health and safety info and solutions for our new way of life. Later tonight at 6 on 630 K.
Here you go.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. As always, this show is helping you spread the word. Now listen, if you know people in critical need of anything, even food, 303-MARTINO, 24/7, 303-627-8466. Now, I know we have listeners all over the country. With the food thing is for Denver Metro, unfortunately. We can't do it in other places, but we can give you other kinds of help with our professionals. Deputy Doc on staff here was talking about people, don't worry if you don't have hand sanitizer. There are things you can do, and we're going to talk about that coming up. What you can do instead, carry a little bottle around, shake it up, foam it up. We'll talk about it, okay? Right now, Barbara wants to go to small claims court because people still have problems, questions, and complaints. Let's talk about them. Barbara, you want to go to small claims. Not deputy, but Mark. Major. I didn't want to demote him to deputy on the air, but Mark, let's talk about the steps one by one.
Well, you go down and you file it in the county where that dry cleaner is. So if he's in Douglas County, you go down to the courthouse in Douglas County. There's a few forms. I think they're PF 250. You're going to fill that out. You're going to name who you're going after, which is going to be that company. In order to find that information, you go to the Colorado SOS and look it up. That's also going to show who their registered agent is. That you will fill in as well as the paperwork. You'll pay your $55 and they'll assign you a court date.
Does that sound good, Barbara?
Yeah, that sounds great.
No, that's what you need.
If you Google, Barbara, if you Google just Colorado Small Claims Court, you can see all the forms right there and the instructions. The problem I'm going to have and the judge is going to have is assigning how much this clothes is worth.
That's right,
Vintage
Mark.
clothes. I mean, that's stuff you go buy at, what do they call them, these second-hand shops.
Right, that's right. That's the problem. You know, Barbara, almost always the dry cleaning problem is not the person at fault. It's the value of the clothing. Deputy Doc, what were you going to say about
Mark,
that?
if you win, do you get the $55 back?
No.
Yes, you get court costs back if you ask, but here's the other problem with that.
Yeah.
Is when you drop clothes off at a dry cleaner and you take that ticket, doesn't that ticket say something on it about the value?
Oh, well, actually, no. I don't know if it does or not, Mark. I don't know, actually.
You don't think it limits value? I don't know either.
I actually never read one, you know, but I know this from the past. They have the Institute, Fabricare Institute of America, which analyzes them. But most of the time, it's pretty clear if the dry cleaner screwed up, okay? Most of the time, by the way, most of the time, it is not the dry cleaner's fault. The way they're making clothes nowadays, they don't hold up, but that's not a dry cleaner's problem. A dry cleaner's problem is when they use what they have on fabric they should use it on, but they have what's called redeposition, which is from not cleaning the fluids enough, or they have other problems that abrades the product or rip it or tear it or otherwise ruin it for color fastness and that. But the color fastness has to be. Go ahead.
One thing that I've had them dry clean several of my clothes over the last few months, and they do a really, I've had no complaints for that. But it's the alterations that they did for me that were a mess.
Okay. Well, the alterations are easier. No, that's easier to get. Way easier. That's what you're going after for sure. But with alterations, you have to give them a chance to correct it as well, or get the cost of correction as opposed to a brand new item. Now, I'll let you worry about the losses. Mark told you what the court is about. But here's the real thing about small claims court, and this is for everyone. It's the mediation. That's what helps. Mediation. Because in mediation, you don't need hard and fast evidence. I went to mediation with a bank. Now, I'm not going to mention specifics, but, and thanks, Barbara, for the call. And in mediation, I said, look, I was given a cash discount. If I paid without a credit card, I paid by a check, you stop payment. You shouldn't have stopped payment. There was no reason to stop payment. And then even if you did it for my security, when I called back and you said it was cleared, that he could run it again, he ran it again. It stopped 3 times. Inconvenience, blah, blah, blah. And I just said, you know what? If I can get $500, I'll be satisfied. Because this guy gave me a cash discount. I want to give him the $500 because he missed payroll and all that. And I swear to you, they made the check out to him. But mediation, you can do things like that. In court, you have to show hard and fast evidence, albeit a lighter form of evidence. It doesn't have to be vetted as much as in regular court.
Now, Tom, every county doesn't have mediation like Denver does.
I thought they all had it before small claims,
Denver.
Mark. Don't they all order mediation?
Most. Denver does not, but most other counties around us do.
Okay, Denver does not have mediation?
Go right to court.
That's great.
Straight to the magistrate.
All right, Mason, what's going on? Mason, welcome.
Hey, Tom. Yep.
Yes.
My wife is a contractor at a salon, and all the salons just shut down because
now, does she rent a booth? Does she rent a booth or a whole store?
Yep, she rents a booth inside the salon.
Okay. Now, I know what you want to know. She can't get in there. She can't conduct business. Should she still have to pay booth rent?
Exactly
now,
right.
Here's the deal. Many of these contracts do not address stoppage of business for those kinds of things. They do address fire, floods, and other things sometimes. If they address work stoppage, you can pretty much apply those rules. If they don't address work stoppage, it's going to be a whatever. And the whatever is this. they may say to keep this spot open, you must pay, and you can say no, and they can say, okay, let's terminate then. If they have the ability to terminate, you don't have a choice then. If they say, look, pay or get out, and in other words, you're saying, but it's not fair, they don't have to be fair. They can say, but we're changing the terms. You have to pay or not, or you don't have it. If you stop paying, fine, we won't come after you for the rest of the lease, but you no longer have your booth. So that's where the problem's going to come in. Would you like us to call and find out how they're dealing with it?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, we could. Let's put, now, by the way, is Deputy Slim, well, you know, Deputy Doc can go into my office and do that. He's with us. Deputy Doc, here's the question. And no one's assigning blame. Ask them this. What are you doing for people that rent booths and can't get in there to work? Is there a minimal? What does the lease say? I mean, we really don't know. And it's really, Mason, it is kind of weird, because what if they said this? Well, Mason, or whatever, let's say your wife, Mary. Hey, Mary, you can't get into cut hair. We realize it. We'll let you out of the lease. But you can't not pay and keep it. You understand that?
Yes.
If it was a coveted place, would you take the out if they offered it? We need to know that when we call them.
Here's the thing, Tom, is they sent an email out saying, because you're not able to access your rooms, in their contract it says they will provide access to the rooms so that people can work.
Yeah.
The situation is they sent an email saying, well, since you can't access the rooms, we're only going to take out half the rent.
Okay.
The rents are expensive. You know,
no,
they're
but
like
listen,
$200-300
but hold on.
a week.
Now, hold on. Ask them where they get authority to do that. But here's what you need to know, Mason. What if they say, you're right, you didn't anticipate it, we didn't anticipate it, we'll let you out, but we can't leave the spot open? What if it's a coveted salon and someone else is willing to take it right now? I mean, is she willing to give it up? I need to know that before we call.
No, it is not a coveted salon. There's plenty.
I'm asking a question, brother. Is she willing to give it up right now?
Do you guys want out?
Yes, we could give it up right now.
Okay, yes. That's what we need to know, because I don't think they can hold you to it, but we're going to find out. So you hang on, Deputy Doc.
Now, wait.
Hold on. You got to take, here's what we have to do, Jeff, in these situations. You have to take his number, put it up on our doc dialogue, and then Deputy Doc will get it off of there, okay? That's how we do it, and then he'll call Mason off the air and get the ball rolling. Mark,
but if they're willing, Tom, if they're willing to credit him the entire amount from, you know, day one he can't get access to when he can get access, I mean, I don't know if you can break the lease under that.
They're not crediting him. They're charging half. That's the part.
I'm saying if they said if that's how they answer DAF.
Oh, okay, yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure. 303-713-TALK. More coming right up. Are you on this chat? Get on the chat.
No, I don't know.
You get the number.
I sent you the contract on that. There's one specific spot
on his
there. I'll bring it up. It says access to the building. Here.
I'll get it.
It's
let me get
the contract.
If you do have to venture out and travel around, the drive is wide.
Which one? First, second, third, or fourth document?
Second one.
Second? Traveling into the tech center. No delays on I-70 from Arvada all the way out to Penny Boulevard at this time.
Where is it? Do you see? What page?
It's second page.
Did he highlight it? He highlighted it. Okay, got it.
And no delays on the turnpike at this time. The weather forecast going to be mostly sunny, about a 30% chance of afternoon showers today with a high of 57. Right now,
and it says access to the building. There's specific suites listed below to perform work services.
Well, that's true, but now if it's not called for, you have to negotiate. We'll pay half or get out. They have a right to do that too.
Right.
You can't have it both ways.
He wants to get out.
Yeah. Right. So, Doc, I don't know how they can hold him to it if they're not providing services. Yeah, here, bro, you got to get on that chat, though. I mean, not right now, but there.
Totally new.
7. There it is.
Small
just take that.
Help you make lasting change. Backed by science.
720.
His name is Mason.
Your decisions and habits
and gives you the tool.
Hey, buddy, got Joe Lazara coming up.
Gotcha.
Today at noom.com. NOOM.com.
5 seconds and you are up.
Change your habits. Change for good. With Noom.
Joe Lazara is a criminal defense attorney. My goodness, believe it or not, people are getting DUIs. Now, here's the deal. He will defend you. If you're an idiot drinking and driving, you did wrong. If you're falsely accused, if there's extenuating circumstances, some people are arrested for shoplifting. One guy the other day, hand sanitizer. He bought one, but there was a limit of one, and he put a few in his pocket. This is crazy, but I will tell you this. We know life doesn't always go perfectly. Joseph Lazara, attorney at law, 303-429-6200. It is very important you call if you have any problems. Call first. They can work it out, the details, with the courts. LazaraLegal.com, also on my referral list at referralist.com. Remember the name, Lazara, Joe, 303-429-6200. I forgot my stopwatch. I'm so sorry. I'm going to bring it up right now and have it available. Yeah.
So Fuller said he's willing to come on, but do you want to do it just during the show and not during his commercial?
That's right, and then we'll credit his spot.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to get him up here now.
And who's calling Jeff?
So Lauren only has her wife's number, and so she sent a text to Kim and is trying to reach out to Kim. I left a message for Temple Emmanuel.
Good.
And there's quite a few rabbis, so I said
Good.
I would specifically ask for Rabbi Cosby.
If I could get him, but I'll take anyone. But listen, it's really important. I can't believe that the church, when you call their number, the mailbox is full.
Yeah, they probably have.
Well, that's wrong. That's wrong.
Well, I'll let him know that.
I mean, don't tell him I said it's wrong, but just tell him, man, this is the time, at least people need to be, you know the drill.
Right, exactly. And I guess, so when I called the temple, they said that they're answering phones from home.
Okay, listen, that could be what's going on. Hey, Daff, you're doing a fabulous job.
Thank you.
Okay.
So are you.
Everyone's doing a fabulous job except this guy at the Shannon.
I'm mostly phoning it in.
Shannon's phoning. He's phoning it in. We are literally phoning it in. Oh my God, that's funny. That is funny.
Hey, about 30 away to a Frank Durant.
Thing to know now, it's that we're stronger together, even if we're physically apart. In these worrisome times, feel at peace, knowing you can count on others. The audit, tax, consulting, and wealth management firm of Plant Moran, Denver, is here for you during this unprecedented time. Access their insights to help you navigate disruption. Visit the COVID-19 Resource Center at plantmoran.com/COVID-19. That's plantmoran.com.
There you go, brother. Frank Durant, and you are up.
Let's talk about Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Frank is a wonderful man, and he is still listing homes. He's doing it safely and efficiently with a safe distance, FaceTiming. He can do Skype. He can do phone calls. 303-920-1622. If you're looking to buy a home, you will never find a better time. People are willing to deal. Interest rates are low. This is a time to take the opportunity, okay? 303-920-1622. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com.
It's Brian with the Jacking. If you're new to Denver, you may not know what to do about your sinking concrete. Call Advanced Mud Jacking, and I'll show you how to fix it and save money. Advanced Mud
Get on IM. He needs to communicate with you. He says, go to Google IM. I know, but he's pissed that he's not talking to you.
Coronavirus, also known as COVID-19.
I'm Donald.
Well, he says, where are you? He wants to know where are you.
The CDC is
Are you on Google? Just let me know. Okay.
Yes.
I'm just listening to
I
him.
just wasn't doing other things there.
630K.
I am Donald.
An iHeartRadio station.
Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255, here to help you solve problems, answer questions, take complaints. It's a Monday. Listen, here's what I want to do. I want to be a clearinghouse for help. I'm not saying we're all things to all people, but one thing we can say for sure. We have established the largest network of a variety of help, because this is what I have been doing for 40 years, and now it pays off. So I talked about Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. He can help in other ways. You may just have some general questions about real estate. What should I do? He is standing by as an expert. Like, our price is down. Should I do this? Should I not do this? When should I buy? So Frank Duran, the Real Estate Man, 303-920-1622. Who else? One Clear Choice Garage Doors, still going out, adjusting doors. If you have a broken spring, you've got to get out of your house. They're doing emergency services. They're even doing installations. OneClearChoiceDoors.com. What I'm saying to you is, we have a network of experts. If you need anything, if you need food, if you're in a critical situation right now and you need food, call us. Now, we are here to provide all kinds of help. Mark, how long did it take when that woman called, that 70-some-odd-year woman, all alone, no connection to the outside world, needed a TV? What happened? Tell them what happened and how it happened.
Man, we think the same. I was just about to bring
that
up.
Go ahead.
Within 2 hours, we had a listener at Best Buy get her a TV and an antenna she needed over to her house, installed, up and running.
This is the network of help, the Troubleshooter Network. We want to help. You can't go wrong helping, right? That's one thing. We can't go wrong helping, so you help us, help others. If you want to help volunteer, all of our traffic is going through 303 Martino. Now, the email address we should use, what do you guys think? help@troubleshooter.com, right? That's for people who need help or want to give help. help@troubleshooter.com. Unlike voicemails are full, unlike, oh, we don't handle that, we will handle anything. Now, that doesn't mean we'll do it directly, but we will get you to someone. So please use us. This is what we are built for, help. It's my theme song. Now, on that lease, it was pretty clear they have to provide a premises. Now, on that one lease for the salon, though, here's the deal. There's nothing in the lease that addresses this work stoppage. So if they want to go over to the mic, Deputy Doc. So if they want to get out of it, I think they can get out of it, but I don't think they can have zero rent and keep it. Deputy Doc, what did the owner say? Now, is this the owner of the building or of this Solero?
Of the building, which is what...
do they own Solero?
Yes,
okay,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so he sounded very reasonable.
Okay.
He said that he, at this point, is not sure what they're going to do. He said he's going to speak to his insurance people,
his
attorney, and then he will, by the end of the week, speak to each of the people that rent space there and tell them what the story is. He's not willing to do it at this point.
Okay.
Because he doesn't...
But did you tell him these particular people who called us for help want out?
Yes, and he said exactly the same thing, that he's going to deal with his attorneys.
Okay.
But he sounded reasonable that he wasn't sure what he's going to do. So he said to give him a week, and then he'll follow up with Mason and his wife.
Okay, thank you. 303-713-TALK. Okay, 713-8255. When people are home, by the way, I have to stress safernet.com. More than ever, there are scumbags out there now because more people are online. Safernet.com. I have it right on here. What they do is filter everything that your computer's here, right? It goes to the internet. In between is SaferNet. It encrypts everything. All of your passwords, all of your account numbers, all of your banking. No one can pilfer it. No one. Okay, that's for sure. It also filters coming this way, any known virus, any malware, any ransomware. But here's the most important thing with this filter. People say, Tom, what if it's a brand new virus no one knows about? All right. If it goes to your computer, the computer will not let it communicate with the host, so it does no harm. This, for one computer, you pay $3.99 a month, $3.99. If you have a phone and a computer, you pay $3.99 and $3.99. If you have more, you start paying less. safernet.com. I am giving you names of people still up, still doing business, people you still need. It's very important. Now, I have someone on the referral list I want to talk to, Derek. He's with Ironwood Earth Care. Okay, Derek.
Yes, Tom, I'm here.
Explain what you do and how you're faring. What do you do?
We are a full-service tree, shrub, and lawn service.
Now, are people calling?
No.
Okay. Why do you think? Why do you think? I mean, you're not going to give them anything, or could it be people not working? I mean, what do you think it is?
I think it'd be people are in a wait-and-see kind of pattern right now, Tom. This time of year, with a couple of nice weekends that we had prior to this last weekend, our phones would be going crazy. And I think everybody's kind of sitting back and just waiting to see what's going to drop next.
Now, if people are still working, whether it's from home or otherwise, and you're still doing your service, you can do it without ever coming in contact with anyone, right?
Yes, sir. Actually, we put policies in place last week and then refined it this morning where our employees are coming in on a staggered entrance to work. They're coming in through the shop, and they're calling ahead to the customers to let them know that they'll be arriving, and they will not be ringing the doorbell.
Now, one thing I know, Derek, there are either good landscapers or bad landscapers. Your business is filled with crap. You know that, right?
I'm aware, yes.
Because anybody can call themselves a landscaper. And, you know, and everyone wants everything yesterday. Guess what? For the first time, they can get it yesterday. Because, Derek, you're not doing anything. So I want you to give us some screaming deals for listeners who are willing to have you do the work now or in the next few weeks. Let's do something. Let me get your phone ringing. What do you want to do at Ironwood Earth Care? What do you want to do?
Right now, we're prepared to offer 15% off of any tree trimming, tree removal, or shrub trimming or removal job, even the ones that have been previously estimated. So anyone's holding on to an estimate or anyone that wants to request a new estimate, we'd be happy to discount by 15%.
And if they have more stuff done, will you give them more of a discount, or is it 15 across the board? How do you want to work that if they have a big job? Let's say they have a big job they were holding off, and they're saying, you know what? We had a guy that can't make it till September. Let's get it done cheaper. What could you do for a big job?
We'd add another 5%, so we'd take 20% off the cost of the entire job, Tom.
Okay. 20% is a big deal because landscaping doesn't have much of a margin. Okay, and here's the most important thing. You could probably get to them yesterday, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We
Okay.
have immediate opening.
All right, thank you, Derek. Now, this is my part, okay? I'm helping business. I'll help consumers. If you have a business, you're doing a screaming deal, call us. Ironwood on ironwoodearthcare.com. He's on the referral list at referrallist.com, 303-366-3020. And by the way, if you go to the referral list, you can use code words. If Daft did her job right, you'll find them by putting in Ironwood. And that's a little joke for her. Clint, Deputy Clint, I believe. Deputy Clint.
Yes, sir.
You have a brother-in-law. Can I talk about your brother-in-law?
Yeah, real quick, though. You were correct about Denver small claims. They don't call it mediation, but the judge does send them out in the hallway to try to resolve ahead of time.
Oh, where? In Denver?
In Denver, yeah. In Denver small claims.
In other places.
That's not all the time, Clint.
In other places, they have magistrates that actually have mediation. Clint, can you talk about your brother-in-law?
Yes, no problem.
You don't have to give his name. He's in the hospital, and he's right now, as we speak, he has a respirator.
Yes. I do have a couple good news things.
Go ahead.
Hospitals are using Plaquenil, which is that hydroxychloroquine.
Is it working?
It seems to be working.
Wow.
He's already improved.
And he was in bad shape. He's in bad shape. So listen, we'll talk more. Deputy Clint, thank you for being there. We got a lot to talk about coming right up.
You're down, thank you.
What do I have? Joe and Frank? No, that was before.
Oh, man, did it not update? I suck.
Just tell me.
Rocky Mountain Retro Foam is 1 minute.
Now, let's go off highway. Just getting word of a crash on Federal at the Boulder Turnpike. Seeing a little bit of delay north of the turnpike there, so watch out for that. Police are on the scene. Back out on the highway drive. Looking good, and looking good across town. 6th Avenue
is it a minute?
No delays on 2.
Yes, sir. 60, yep.
70 is in decent shape in Commerce City, and no delays on in or outbound Pena Boulevard at this time. The weather forecast. Well, there's going to be a chance of showers this afternoon with a high near 57. Right now, partly cloudy and 46. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 K-How.
Exxon and Mobil Synergy Supreme Plus.
With that update, 10 away.
Who'll ever?
Rocky Mountain Retro Foam and Home Busters, right?
Mileage.
Okay.
It's Supreme.
Not back to back.
Premium.
No, here you go, Rocky Mountain now.
Hey, at your closest Exxon or Mobil station.
Rocky Mountain Retro Foam, now more than ever, they can give you a screaming deal. Call for special discounts. Now, here's what they can do. They can insulate your home from outside the home in usually 1 day. They do not disrupt your living space. You don't have to come in contact. You can save 50% on energy bills. It makes your home more soundproof. Listen to this. You can improve your indoor air quality by cutting out all the drafts and making your house recirculate through your furnace filter, and you can add a HEPA filter to boot. Now listen, Rocky Mountain Retro Foam will take care of the insulating part, and you get federal tax credits and utility company rebates. There's never been a better time. When you see this video, you'll be convinced it's the best. Environmentally friendly, it goes and fills every nook and cranny and pushes out the old insulation. FoamYourWalls.com. Call for special discounts on big jobs. FoamYourWalls.com.
Thank you.
Weird noises. This is Dave Logan. If you're having an issue,
Want to go in a minute for Home Busters?
Yeah.
1 minute away, okay.
your company, I personally endorse. I've used Don's Garage Doors in my home, and folks, you should too. Your garage is the entrance to your home, and you want somebody you can trust. Next time you need a garage door repair or replacement, call Don's Garage Doors at 303-738-DOOR. That's 303-738-3667, or online at donsgaragedoors.com.
This is Dan Kaplis. Over the past 35 years, I've had the privilege of representing many wonderful people whose lives have been devastated by a crash caused by a truck. Our firm has the real-world results that prove our hard-earned expertise in trucking cases. And because we take righteous cases on a percentage fee basis, good folks from all walks of life can take advantage of our services. So if you're the victim of a truck crash, give me a call. Happy to show you our track record.
Here you go, Brent. Home Busters in 5, you're up.
Or hit dankapleslaw.com.
Let's talk about selling your home right now. If you have a home that you think might be hard to sell, who knows, right? You never really know, but there is a company that will give you a bid. So here's the way I look at it. You really have absolutely nothing to lose. All you have to do is call 800-44-BUYER. These people are those ugly house buyers, but it doesn't mean ugly. It means you have deferred maintenance. You haven't done something. You're not going to fix it up. You just want to sell it. No stress, no fees, nothing to worry about except the bid. If you like it, it's done. 800-44-BUYER.
Thank you, brother. 2.5 minutes till we're back.
Your mortgage and access tax-free cash without repaying a loan. It is possible. With a reverse mortgage from American Financing, homeowners 62 years and older can live a stress-free, mortgage-free retirement without losing ownership of your home. You just have to keep up with property taxes and homeowners insurance, which I'm sure you're doing anyway. It's a solution worth considering, especially if you want to postpone using your retirement savings or touching your Social Security, or if you want to remain in your current home for years to come. At American Financing, their mortgage consultants are salary-based, so conversations are simple, straightforward, and honest. Let them answer your questions and help you identify the right financial solution for your retirement needs. Call them today at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000, or online at AmericanFinancing.net.
Doc, let's talk about hand sanitizing and how they can carry. I want them to know they can carry some soap and water around with them and do it without a sink. Okay, that's what's important.
Well, They need to rinse it off.
That's right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying they can do that, and even if they dry it off, won't it help?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I know, it's best to rinse, but I don't want to give people, I want to give people hope to be able to do anything.
So you only pay for what you need. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
And indeed, we understand that when it comes to hiring, it's important to have a large talent pool to choose from. But sometimes too many good options can be overwhelming. That's why Indeed doesn't just give you access to a large pool of job seekers. We also offer screener tools that let you instantly narrow down your search. Hone in on hiring with Indeed. Experience Indeed for yourself today and get a free sponsored job upgrade on your first posting at Indeed.com/promo. Terms and conditions apply.
Osteoarthritis is the #1 disability in the U.S. If you suffer with arthritis and want to avoid medications and surgery, check out downtownshealthcare.com. Take advantage of the radio-only special free consultation today. Call 303-292-9992.
This is Ryan Watson, Vice President and General Manager of Audi Flatirons and Audi Motor Service.
While I was on the phone, did Mark talk about his Walmart?
What's that, sir?
While I was on the phone, did Mark talk about his Walmart experience?
No.
Okay.
No, we're going to. That's a good idea, thank you. Thank you for keeping me on track, that's good.
Just say, Alexa, play 630 K.
Here you go, guys.
I'm Tom Martino, I want to go to Mark, and Mark, I want you to talk about what you were talking about now. Tell me about Walmart. You wanted to say something about your trip to Walmart.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I mean, honestly, we got there at 7 o'clock. Tops in the entire store. We didn't know what to expect, but tops in the store was maybe 30 to 40 different people. We got plenty of different meat, including hamburger, pork chops. They had eggs. They had milk. The only thing they did not have was Lysol and Clorox wipes, but they did have toilet paper. They did have dog food. They had everything but those items. So I figured it would be wiped out after the weekend, but it wasn't. They're supplying these stores every single day, and they're doing a damn good job, these workers.
I want to applaud the people who are making people put stuff back. You know, 2 per customer, 1 per customer, 3 per customer, 4. I love it. You know what? If these a-holes can't do it on their own and not be selfish, the store should limit them. And I'm all for it. Because hoarding does no one any good. There's no reason to do it, no matter what you tell people. And you know what? One of the good news is they're buying the crap. The pastas, the cereals, the crap. I mean, that's good. As far as paper products, no, that's not good. But, you know, what's really funny is the really good foods, they're not touching. So I'm making myself healthy meals every single night because the hoarders take all the crap. You can't find a pasta box on there. So we're going to have a lot of type 2 diabetics coming up. Anyway, 303-713-TALK, or as always, 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466. Kenny over at Get Found Fast. I just want to, and I will get to all of your calls. A bad engine repair, a truck not working. I want to get to this rental scam for vacation resorts by owner and making as Kenny, really quickly, getfoundfast.com. I'm going to get you back after the break, but are you still conducting business at full speed?
Absolutely, and now's the time. If you have a business and you have a website, look at that website. Let us look at it with you. Come up with the ideas to make sure you stay in front of your customers. So when this ends, you come out on the other side even stronger. Don't in your marketing.
GetFoundFast.com. I have a few asks right after the break.
I realize we're all dealing with the COVID-19 virus in our own way. We may be putting off other business.
Again?
Yep. Not put off.
You want to set up this call screener for me?
Here,
I'll do it. And it says here, Tom.
Did you get an email on it?
I already shared it with you.
I have it on my phone.
So now what do you mean?
It says here, look.
Yes, sir.
Tap on that.
Yeah, that's to share.
You see what it says?
That means Larson tax. Yeah, you don't have permission to share it.
Right, so you have to give me permission.
No, I don't want you to share it. I want you to get on the chat. You're allowed to get on the chat. You're just not allowed to share. You're not allowed to add more people. So right here, I'll get you on the chat.
Yeah, okay.
You should be able to get on the chat by hitting this button. this
I
one.
know the
You
owners,
go
Ron
here
and Jack
and
Larson.
right there. It should be
I
on,
trust
that
them,
should
and
be
you
there,
can too.
and you're not, for some
844
reason,
Larson Tax.
it's
That's
not coming up, so let me see.
Larson.
I don't know why it's not showing.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino. Now, Dan Kaplan today at 4. 631 KHOW.
I've never done it on
Denver.
For some reason, I don't have it on my pad here. What do I need to do?
ABC News.
I don't know why it's not coming up.
Americans in a growing number of states
Here, get it on your, there, just go there. Go to Chrome.
1,000 nationwide as more testing takes place. New York State, the epicenter, with more than 10,000 cases.
Go to your email.
Governor Andrew Cuomo
You have a Gmail account, right?
urging President Trump to invoke the Defense Production Act.
You'll get
help his state and others
Are you on
get
my Wi-Fi?
protective gear and supplies.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, good. Go to your Gmail.
A wave that
Where's my
will break at one point.
How do you normally get to your
Question is,
email?
what is the point of the break?
Well, I have two.
And if
You have to be on your Gmail.
I have a Gmail and...
You have to be on your Gmail, because that's
There
what
we
In
go.
this coronavirus pandemic,
Now,
liquor stores
go
have
on
been
your
deemed
Gmail. Now
essential businesses, and states are now weighing in on pot dispensaries. Massachusetts is making a distinction between medical and
Here we go.
recreational use, allowing only medical marijuana to remain available during the stay-at-home order. This is ABC News.
Why that's
IBM is heading up a partnership with the White House that will add high-performance computing resources to help research the coronavirus. Google, Amazon, and Microsoft are also part of the consortium. The goal is to develop models that analyze how the disease is spreading, which could help develop a vaccine. Beer giant Anheuser-Busch will begin brewing hand sanitizers to combat the COVID-19 pandemic.
The company took to Twitter over the weekend to announce its intentions to support the ongoing fight against the coronavirus. The tweet said, quote, "We have a long history of supporting our communities and employees. This time is no different. That's why we are using our supply and logistics network to begin producing and distributing bottles of hand sanitizer for company growing needs across the United States." Todd Sauter, ABC News, St. Louis.
There is one plus side to social distancing. It appears to be making people more neighborly. About 2/3 of respondents to a study in the UK said the coronavirus crisis is actually bringing their community closer.
Of course it is.
Nathan Sandell, ABC News.
Of course it is.
Finding
People,
candidates
it should bring people
like,
together.
well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com.
For example, I would have never had him in my home
ZipRecruiter
before.
doesn't depend on candidates finding you, it finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply.
Dano, how have you been working out?
Qualified candidates.
Or I just do, like say, I walk the dog a couple times and do push-ups and pull-ups. That's it.
Yeah, I've been walking for an hour a day.
The needle in the
Just taking an hour walk.
See, like 4 out of 5
Get outside and...
Big thing, we have
I usually go to the club gym.
Ours?
Yeah, but I haven't gone.
So you're, and I never ran into you ever, and you're at that club, Cherry Creek. Isn't that cool?
And
How long you been a member?
Since 2005.
I just can't believe that. But what time do you normally go?
Well, I used to go after work.
What time would that be?
5, 6.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I would be leaving right around 5, probably.
Died from COVID-19 here in Colorado. Health officials in Wells
Who?
County say a woman in her 70s passed away after she contracted the coronavirus. Nearly 600 people have been diagnosed with COVID-19 in the state.
Hey, Dan?
Kroger is announcing some new employee policies that will have an impact on those working for Colorado's King Soopers grocery chain. Kroger plans to pay all employees hired before March 1st a one-time bonus. For full-time employees, it'll be $300. For part-time employees, $150. The company is also expanding paid family leave, allowing 2 weeks for any employee who is diagnosed with or has to go into quarantine due to coronavirus.
That is so nice.
Putting an executive order in place to try to reduce the spread here in Colorado. He's telling non-critical businesses to have a 50% reduction in workforce for on-site personnel. The governor giving that order.
So I get this time.
Also
I
has
just
some
don't get...
exceptions, including grocery stores and other locations.
Yes.
He stressed the need for social distancing.
Now, impact traffic.
Yeah.
For the most part, it's a great drive across town.
Now, if he hung up, the hell with it. If he hung up, the hell with it. That's fine. That's fine. Let's just not bother. He got it in there. He got it in, okay?
There, if you can, just avoid the area for now.
Hello?
A little bit of delay on the westbound side of I-70 from 225 traveling out to Peoria. Construction, the culprit there. Otherwise, the highway drive wide open across town. No other stalls or accidents being reported across town at this time. The weather forecast.
No, somebody was trying to
chance of showers later today with a high near 57. Tonight, a slight chance of showers early, then partly cloudy overnight, a low of 33. Right now, 46. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 KHOW.
This report is sponsored by Boost Mobile. Step up with Boost Mobile's super reliable, super fast network. Don't suffer from the excruciating pain of a bad network. Step up with Boost Mobile and get a super reliable, super fast nationwide network that'll keep everyone in your family happy. So switch today. Step up with Boost Mobile.
Volatility is just a word until it isn't. It becomes all too real when market volatility hits your life savings, your retirement nest egg, and all of your future plans. But now isn't the time to panic or make decisions on emotion. It's the time for strategy, vigilance, and leadership. At APO Financial, we aren't rattled by volatility. We expect it and have strategies built into our plans to deal with unexpected events and market downturns. If you are experiencing doubt and are nervous about market volatility, maybe it's time for a second opinion review. When was the last time your portfolio was rebalanced? Are you exposed to market volatility by taking on too much risk? Is your income stream protected? Can you afford to suffer large losses? If you're unsure about any of these questions or what to do right now, don't wait. Schedule your complimentary second opinion review today. At APO Financial, we believe feeling confident starts with believing in your plan. Call APO Financial at 720-588-2000 or online at apofinancial.com. That's apofinancial.com.
iHeartRadio wants to help with a chance at $1,000. Text the nationwide keyword cash to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's cash.
Here you go, fellas.
This is the Troubleshooter Show.
I need somebody.
Now, Tom Martino, Troubleshooter.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Renew Home Innovations, still doing business. RenewHomeInnovations.com. They have American Standard products. You can plan it. You can get special discounts. You can do what you want at a safe distance. Listen, all of these people, I don't want you to think they're being foolhardy. They're all conducting business out of survival anyway, but they're giving special deals. And Renew Home Innovations does bathrooms. They specialize in showers, and they know what they're doing. You call and talk to them, and you will be assured they know what they're doing to keep you safe. Again, 303-904-2000. Let me explain this, okay? I believe we do need to take safe measures for one reason, for the main reason. It's to stop any kind of overflow we would have on the healthcare system. Now, I know the total number of cases in gross numbers do not equal some of the past pandemics, but here's the problem with this one, is the rate of transmission. So here's the fear, that there will be a bunch of vulnerable people affected, hospitalized, and not enough resources. The plan is to minimize the outbreak, not because it has even a high death rate, but because the death rate might be higher than normal because of the lack of resources. It's the lack of resources. And many people say, well, what about the swine flu and all of this? Well, yeah, they in some cases had worse numbers, but here's the problem. The swine flu was a slower spread. These were slower spreads. People still die from the flu. I'm not trying to minimize that. There is a fine line here. Some people are saying we're overreacting. Some people saying we're underreacting. I'm saying this. Let's just do our part to stay safe, okay? Let's do our part, but we can still, if we are working and fortunate enough to do it, we have to let business survive because people, their livelihoods are on the line. Their retirement is on the line. Their lives are on the line. Let's try to help people as much as possible without being foolish. As I said,
Tom.
Yes.
We have no idea what the actual death rate is because there's so many people affected that have no idea. The death rate could actually be less than what we think.
No, it is less.
Because
it is,
yeah.
for sure less, because a lot of people have gotten over it that didn't know they had it because of the testing. If anything, the death rate is less, not more, because whenever anyone dies and they have similar symptoms, trust me, people are going to report it. So I think what's going on, Mark, I think the bottom line here is that that we have a situation where it's probably not as deadly, but we still have to stop the spread because of the impact on the health care system. Another thing, no matter what, whether you think they're overreacting or underreacting, one thing is for sure. We need help now. People need help. You might be alone and shut in. You're listening to this show maybe for the first time. This show's been set up for the past 40 years in Denver to help people. We already have the network in place. We have the experts. We have the professionals. We have the vendors. We have people we can call on to help. We have food available. We can help you directly. When I talked about direct help all these years, we meant it. Now, that doesn't mean we have it in-house ready to go, but we have the resources to tap for you to get help. And that's what's important. We have the resources to tap to help you. So all you have to do is call us at 303-MARTINO 24/7, 303-627-8466. I want to talk to John Fuller very quickly. John, you brought up something I think very important. You're a personal injury attorney. You say there aren't many cars on the roads, but there are still accidents. And a lot of people, they might be afraid to go out to the doctor, and they might have an accident. They were jarred pretty hard. They go home and they think, you know what, I'll just let this pass, forget it right now. But there are things they can do safely. And you meant, if you say, now listen, you know healthcare providers that are safely performing physicals and examinations and helping. But you also know if people still don't want to go out, they need to do something. What do they need to do?
So, Tom, thanks for the call. Here's the thing with personal injury cases, okay? You have to distill them to their essence, and at their essence, you have the burden of proof, okay? So everything that's wrong with you that happened because of the accident, ultimately, you'll be called upon to prove and to document and to show that, you know, you didn't let 2 or 3 weeks go by without seeking care from a doctor. I mean, it's critically important. We tell people all the time the difference in a case where a client goes to the emergency room and documents their injuries and one where they don't, or they wait 2 or 3 days and then maybe see a primary care doctor. I mean, those differences are measurable in outcomes. And so as we think about those issues in this current environment, we still have the same challenges. We still need to document our injuries. Now people are doing it via things like telehealth and teledoc and all these things where they can go on with Kaiser and see a doctor online. I promise you that those visits are being very well documented by the medical providers. And that sometimes is just enough to save the day when it comes to your personal injury case that we're dealing with 6 months, a year, 2 years down the road with the insurance company.
Now, you say this is important. I want to know about your office specifically because so many people are saying, Tom, I can't get an answer from other places. And I want to ask you this. You already are set up with video, docu-signing, internet, everything right now. You can take care of an entire case. Talk about that.
Tom, we are open for business right now. My staff is working completely remotely. We are connected via computers. We have video conferencing available that I can initiate for anybody that has an internet connection and an email address. We can get them live. We can set up. We can do a conference in person. We can go over their entire case with them. There's almost nothing that we can't do in a normal office that we can't do today virtually and over the internet. So you can meet with us from the comfort of your home. Take no, don't take any risk about social distancing and all the stuff that's going on. But we still are there to take care of our customers. We're still working on our customers' files just as if we were sitting in the office. And we're just thankful to have the technology that we have to be able to do that.
And because you are lean and mean, you have a smaller staff. I'm saying you're not, this is a good thing. You're not a burn and churn giant firm where people get lost and they're a number. You know each and every client. You supervise the cases. You have staff to take care of it. You're 100% at full capacity. The reason I say this, John, as sure as I'm sitting here and you know this, people, if they sit on their rights, they're going to lose them. And we're not encouraging unnecessary stuff, but we're saying document, get a hold of them, 303-597-4500. I make a living helping people, and I'm telling you, this is just the thing people want when it comes to if they were drunk and driving and hurt someone. This is just what they want, people to be too busy to get help or just anything like that. It's the thing you need to do to protect yourself. You can't, when this is all over, say, oh, by the way, I was injured, but I didn't even talk to a doctor. The doctor, it's better to say I talked to the doctor, documented everything, and he recommended I wait for treatment. But at least make contact, 303-597-4500. They can do everything electronically. Listen, thank you, John Fuller, by the way, we have assembled a team on the referral list second to none. I have personal contact and monitoring of these people. You don't get that with anything else. I'm just going to say it like it is. And now it's paying off. What I mean by that, paying off helping others. That's what we're doing. Now we turn the machine around and say, you know what? We can help. Let's go. Let's talk about this. First of all, okay, Michael, go ahead, Michael. Go ahead. What's happening? Yeah, this thing is very interesting.
Hi, I have a local Dungeons & Dragons group, and we decided to get together and use our 3D printers that we use to make miniature models to make masks for the healthcare industry. As it stands right now, we are making 12 masks that I'm going to take over to the local healthcare industry and see which one works best for them, because all of them require an outside HEPA filter to be inserted into them.
Now,
and
do you have the filters or do you just have the framework?
We just have the framework, so I need to find out what works best for them, because they have to insert a filter into it. But we can make the masks to help support the industry, and we're going to do this on a donation. We're setting up a crowdfunding. We are working with our local churches and local people who want to help out, trying to figure out how to get enough money together to just make more of these masks and give them to the healthcare industry.
Now, Michael, you are part of what?
I actually work for Apria doing oxygen delivery, but this is a local Dungeons & Dragons group. We play role-playing games together once every 2 weeks.
No fooling. And you have 3D printers?
Yeah, we use 3D printers to make the models that we use for our game, and as of right now, this is more important than playing a game is.
Okay, where did you get the mold to do, not the mold, but the model to do this printing? And what, it's a framework, I take it. It's a face mask framework that takes a HEPA filter.
Yes, sir. And they're available on the internet. Anybody who has a 3D printer can get on there, buy the filament, and print these things. We're just trying to ramp it up to help out more than just one printer. As of right now, one roll of filament, 12 masks, and one printer can print 3 to 4 masks a day. They take 6 hours each. So we're working on getting some more printers going and getting more filament, and we have to buy the elastic to attach to the mask.
Where do you find the filament? Where do you buy the HEPA filaments?
You get the filament from Amazon, and the filters, looking to where those come from. And today's my first day where it's an actual business day that I can start making some calls and figure out where those filters come from.
All right, when you get one completed, we'd like you to send us a pic of it, okay? And I'm going to put you on hold, and Daff will take your information.
I'd be happy to.
Yeah, Daff will take your information. Okay. Deputy Clint says he has some important information on testing we'll take right after this. We have more. Listen, if you're on the line, I promise you we'll get to your calls.
Upstairs where they can use HEPA filters, are there enough HEPA filters around?
Huh?
Are there enough filters around?
I think that's what 3M's making.
Can you talk about face mask and what they do? Is it just to block, or can virus get through some of them?
Mostly get through. The masks are more...
So it won't keep the spit out, I thought.
No, it won't keep the viral particles out. That's the problem with the most masks.
Okay, can you talk about
Sure.
it? Do you know the ones that do keep?
No, I don't. I don't know the...
But there are special kinds.
Right.
Okay, so if you get a regular one, it doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do any good. It will keep you from touching your face.
Okay, good. We need to talk.
Okay.
Tom?
Yes.
1 minute to 0 res.
And 0 res is?
I know there's a lot.
60. Got it. Just shut up then. Okay, sorry.
A healthier lifestyle. If you're like most men...
Just kidding. Love you and everyone in the world.
That's the beauty of our relationship.
Yes.
You don't have to love me.
Okay, then. I'll admit it. I don't.
But he does.
I do anyway.
Our offices are intimate.
I'm a big fan of yours.
In hospitals. And you'll be taken to a private...
We'll always have those laws.
That's so
There
funny.
are certain ones that it depends on the opening in the face mask. How big the opening is.
My
And
coat.
whether or not it's small enough to prevent the viral particles from getting through.
Right, I understand that, but I mean, I thought a lot of the masks were just like...
ZeroResDenver.com. Oh, this is an important service right now. They can come into your home and do everything they need to do to keep your home clean. The carpet with an empowered water that is, by the way, very strong. And they know the coronavirus is on your mind. They don't want to strike fear in you, and they don't want to make unreal claims, but they are open for business. And everyone knows the carpet, the floors are the worst part of your home for carrying things in from the house. Think about it. From the floors to your shoes to your home. They will clean, and they can clean every hard surface in your home if you'd like. They do all kinds of cleaning and sanitizing. Zero Res Denver, right now, 3-room areas, just $119. ZeroResDenver.com, 303-471-5150. That's 303-471-5150. I stand by these guys. They are safe, they are effective, and they are good at what they do. 303-471-5150.
Get a free, thank you, sir. And a free
So Doc, here are the masks. Which one is it like you normally use? Is it the clear one? Is it this one?
I don't know specifically.
See, I thought their masks were like this, these paper ones.
These are ones that are no good.
They're no good. What do you mean no good for?
Well, they don't stop they're not the pores.
So these do.
There are certain masks that are approved for
So this is it, they say is the N95 mask. That's what the spec that I've been hearing.
Right. But these disposable ones that you can buy in the store don't do any good.
Well, they keep the spit if you got it, they're going out there.
Right.
But these,
Well, they don't even do that because
Hey, have you seen the new cyber threat warning about the...
well, they know, they just slow it down so the spit would actually go in there and fall back.
Some brand impersonation to insert themselves into email conversations and steal
But see,
money
this is
from
the
businesses.
N95.
That's why I tell my clients about
Barracuda, same here. They use artificial intelligence to detect and block sophisticated attacks, including
But that's
account
like a
takeover and
cloth.
brand
I don't think that's
impersonation.
plastic.
I guess you didn't see it.
Don't become a victim. Protect your business at Barracuda.com. Barracuda, your journey secured.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents.
So I'm sure there's tons of different types. This is the one like, you see like if
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you can
responder
make what you need.
goes out there, they have these on.
As a DJ. Check it!
Yes.
Did you not want to be on the phone? You know, we're an hour and a half into it, we don't have the phone going.
Hey, I know we're doing good, so I think it's fine, right? If we need it, we need it. Right now, it's fine.
Okay, I also sent you a text, Tom, about anesthesia. Did you look at that?
Yeah, I know about that. Yeah, I know about that, but not. I'm talking to them.
Okay, but I want you to know I have a really large company that's chomping at the bit.
Oh, let's talk about that off the air. Okay, where is it, dear? I'm looking for it. I don't have the text. Is it a text? I know, I'm
looking.
To their COVID
I'll find it.
response fund.
It was just to me, right?
Yep, just to you.
Okay, got it.
P&G's donations are providing hygiene education, vital medical equipment, and products.
I'm going to answer you, Dap. If you have time in between, answer me, okay?
We'll make sure to keep you up to date on businesses doing good as we hear about.
This report is sponsored by Exxon and Mobil Synergy Supreme Plus Premium Gasoline.
We've got a return to spring coming our way this week. The high today of 58 degrees with an outside chance for an afternoon shower. Down to 34 tonight. Tomorrow's high 64. I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner, Fox 31. Boy weather.
Exxon and Mobil Synergy Supreme Plus Premium Gasoline. Their best fuel ever.
When people operate like that, I mean, I thought we used just a cloth.
We do, but don't forget, when you're operating, you're not worried about viruses.
Right. Well, I guess what I'm saying is one of the ones that are short.
Isolating yourself?
The ones that are short needed are probably the ones that are specifically for antiviral.
And they're disposable.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I'm sorry, some of you people did not hang on. We are helping. We got some testing information from Deputy Clint. Deputy Clint behind the scenes is doing all kinds of research for us. Go ahead, Deputy Clint.
Hey, Tom, I finished survey at 14 Denver area hospitals. Although all of them say they do have adequate test kits, none of them will test unless you're admitted.
Okay, so you have to have enough symptoms. Wait a minute. You have to be bad enough to be admitted, then tested.
That's correct. They will not test anybody unless they're an admitted patient.
Okay. When will that change with testing? Could you find out? I understand that testing kits are on their way and they're making more and more, but again, I don't even know how test kits work they have to have specific tests for specific strains, right, Deputy Doc? All right, Deputy Doc, would you go over?
Right now takes about 3 days.
So there's no drive-ups anymore for testing?
No. Not that we know.
No, that was
now,
done by the
Deputy
Colorado
Doc,
Department of Health.
The way it works is they do a test for a specific viral RNA.
okay, so you can't have a regular test and there's no generic test for virus.
No, it's a specific test for specific viruses.
So when people say you weren't prepared for this, how could anyone be prepared for it?
I'm not arguing with you. I agree with you 100%.
Now, let's talk about the masks, face masks. As a doctor, you said a face mask will not stop viral particles unless they're specifically an antiviral mask.
Correct. The ones that you can buy in the store, the paper ones, the pores are not small enough to prevent the virus from going through the mask. You need, and I honestly don't know the number.
Right, but there's a specific number.
The generic masks you buy don't protect you from inhaling the virus.
Well, they do help you.
What they do is they help you stop touching your face, and they will help to some degree, if you have it, to prevent you from spreading it to other people.
That's good. So the good idea is the mask would keep you from touching your nose and mouth. So if you wore a mask and let's say some safety glasses, I'm serious, I'm not kidding around. Wouldn't that be good common sense?
I don't think it can hurt. But again, the mask is not going to stop you.
No, I know.
From getting it, but it will certainly stop you
from touching
your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. It's a great idea.
And the transmission,
as long as you understand what it's for.
And here's the thing, it's still by 99%, it's from viral particles in the air going directly to you. That's why that 6-foot rule is so important. If someone sneezes, coughs, or even breathes heavy or talks, some people have these respiratory particles that come out. And even though people say, oh, Tom, it lives on surfaces, yes, it does. That's 1% of the time people are being infected by that. In fact, they say now they don't have any confirmed cases that came from surfaces. They're all from person-to-person contact so far.
Right.
So anyway, Lauren, you want to talk about a bad engine repair. Again, a normal problem. We want normal problems, questions, and complaints. Go ahead, Lauren. But remember, we're helping everyone with everything we can. 303-713-TALK. We have some lines open. If you have a little patience, we'll get to all of you. Hey, Lauren, what's going on?
Well, Mr. Martino, I had a car that blew an engine. It's an Audi S4, 1992. And I contacted Superior Engines. They said, yes, we could build your engine for approximately $5,000. And so they said I would need 60% up front And I said, okay. And so I gave him a check for $3,000 and signed the contract. And, you know, they said it would be about a month.
Yeah.
That was back in September 27th of 2017. And ever since then, well, back in December of 2017, he said, well, I need more money for parts. So I gave another $5,000 to him.
Oh, man, why? So far, how much have you paid in total so far, sir? So far?
Total of $8,000.
Oh, my God. And what has been done?
Not much.
Well, tell me if anything's been done.
I think the engine was rebuilt, and when I went out there...
Oh, so hold on. That would be good news. So you think it's actually been rebuilt?
I'm thinking so, but they could never get it to run. And then they said they had it running, but it didn't pass the mission.
All right. How long have they had it in total?
Well, since September 2017 to right now. And
my God. Wait a minute. Did you just say 2017?
Yes, sir.
Why would you let it go that long?
Well, I kept calling, and he kept saying he needed an ECU.
Hold on. What's the name of the shop? Superior?
Superior.
And where is this located?
It's located in Lakewood.
Okay, listen. We heard from these guys years ago. I don't know if it's the same place. But what we need to do is call them, and you need to get it out of there. You need to just cut your losses right now, get it out of there, get it analyzed, get your losses documented, and go after them. Do they look like they're a fly-by-night that can disappear overnight with rented furniture, or does this look like a place you might be able to collect?
Well, I mean, they updated their website, and they've been there, and I went out and...
All right, hold on.
My car.
Is Deputy Slim online today? Does anyone know? Just, you can speak to me. Anybody there? Okay. Hold on.
He's online.
Is he online, did you say?
No, I don't see that he is.
Then let's get, I'll get Deputy Doc to call in that. We're trying to reserve Doc for some of these other things, but Deputy Doc, a bad engine, you know, an $8,000. I mean, we gotta do something. But Lauren, are you prepared to get it out of there?
Please. Well, I was hoping the owner, you know, quote unquote, Scott, would tow it to. Well, I would take it to, you know, anybody that knows how to work on an Audi. I talked to Champagne Motors, which is on Broadway in Inglewood, and that's all the guy does.
What's this owner? What's the owner's name? Scott what?
Well, at Champagne Motors.
Scott who? At Superior, please. Who? Scott.
I don't even know his last name.
Oh, my God. Okay, listen.
So the reviews look like he's kind of a loose cannon when something goes wrong.
You got a problem. Here's what I recommend, Lauren. Lauren, if this guy in 3 years or 2 years hasn't done anything, if he hasn't done anything, just don't waste your time. But don't just willy-nilly take it somewhere else. You got to find another good place. Let's see on a referral list for that. For Audis, you need to take it somewhere else and get it done. I mean, you know, let's call Kevin Calkin and just ask him if he knows anyone or what he would do with that. And Lauren, I know that you probably want us to light a fire under this guy, but really, if a guy's a loser, he's a loser. He's a loser. All we can do is help you get it out of there somewhere else, quantify your damages, and help you go after him. Now, if that's good enough, that's what we can do. But we will put in a call. I'll have Deputy Doc talk to you off the air. Daphne, if you could send Deputy Doc over our chat the number for Lauren, we'll do that. And we have more coming right up.
You're down.
Just give me a number. I'll call.
What do we have going on?
What's it's a 92.
I can get you Superior.
No, I can get that. But if it's a 92 Audi, it's probably not even worth $8,000.
Metro area freeway system for the most
whole car's not worth $8,000.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it's going to be a hot rod car. It's an overbuilt engine.
No matter how light the traffic is, there always seems to be one slow spot here and there. But for the most part, you're looking good across town. No delays in I-70 from Arvada all the way out to Pena Boulevard. If you're out and about, got to fill up on gas, it seems like gas prices are under $2 in many spots across town. Just be careful wherever you are. Remember that social distancing. The weather forecast, going to be a chance of showers later on today, about a 30% chance with a high near 57. Right now, partly cloudy and 46. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 K-How.
This report is sponsored by Exxon and Mobil Synergy Supreme Plus.
All right, Tom, if you're up for it, 15 away to Denver trial.
And if I'm not up for it,
Yeah, I'll pass over it.
Who's cleaner? For better gas mileage. It's Supreme. It's premium.
it's 30,
Okay,
right?
brother. You are up.
At your closest Exxon or Mobil station.
DenverTrialLawyers.com. Don't sit on your rights. If someone hurt you or a loved one with a product, a doctor, hospital therapist, assisted living facility, maybe sexual assault, nursing homes, some crazy injury, you don't know where to turn. They've gotten $70 million in a birth injury, $22 million for medical malpractice, $5 million from Adams County for a sexual assault. DenverTrialLawyers.com, 303-571-5302. Teleconferencing immediately. They can give you free consultations and let you know they handle it, and then it's all on contingency. That's 303-571-5302.
Hi, sir. Bert from Land Rover Denver. Lease a stunning Range
How much
Rover
time left
Velar
in this
with
break?
0 down, just
5 minutes.
That's right. Just sign and drive with 0 down. Lease a luxurious Range Rover Velar from $669 a month during the only adventure sale.
That's nice having a speaker. Really nice. We have a total awareness.
Don't you keep on taking headphones or...
7,500 miles per year. 39 monthly, 0 to inside payment plus tax with approved credit.
When it comes to your mortgage, you know that a lower interest rate will help you save money in the long run. It can also lower your monthly payment immediately and help you build equity faster. It's true, and millions of homeowners can benefit now that mortgage rates are at or near the lowest in American history. So why not take advantage of a free mortgage review from American Financing? You can learn about new loan options that can save you up to $1,000 a month, maybe more. And you don't have to reset your loan term, meaning you're not paying for years you don't need. Best of all, there are never any upfront fees and never any obligation of any kind. So you truly have nothing to lose and so much to gain by spending just 10 minutes on the phone with one of their mortgage consultants. They're even open nights and weekends to fit your schedule, so give them a call. 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000 or online at AmericanFinancing.net.
NMLS 182334, regulated by the Division of Real Estate.
Thinking about getting healthier, sleeping better, or losing those last few pounds? Think Noom. Noom is a totally new approach that uses psychology and small goals to help you make lasting change. Backed by science, Noom shows you the why behind your decisions and habits and gives you the tools to change them for good. So get started today at Noom.com. Noom.com. Change your thinking, change your habits, change for good with Noom.
This is Kurt Cambier. Go to kurtcambier.com for your free financial portfolio analysis. That's Kurt with a K, cambier.com.
Securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Inc., a broker-dealer member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisor representative, Cambridge Investment Research Advisors Inc., a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Centennial Capital Partners are not affiliated.
Being accused of a crime can ruin your life. Get help with highly respected, skilled trial attorney Joe Lazzara. He's offering a free initial consultation and up to $500.
You know, this thing,
303-429-6200.
you almost never do
That's
with a good board up.
429-6200. You have 3
I'm not sad I bought it, but you almost never do.
life insurance
Just
policy
an aside.
3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes.
Bro, we have some good equipment here.
Big Blue, a term provider, 800-700-6898.
Don't you agree?
Yeah. 50 or 60 years old.
I have an extra one in here, right?
$1 million.
That, you know, the single one is good if I have to be on the road by myself. You know? So I have a single, I have a double. I'm not sorry about that either.
$1 million policy. Remember, call Big Blue. He's like you. He's only on number 2. Terms provider.
You think so? Yeah, good idea, right? No matter what. Everything works out. As far as our equipment. Our show is one of the best equipped as far as doing what we do. We have a good, well-oiled machine.
Bulletin from Larson Tax Relief. This year's tax deadline is
Here's a guy's number and name.
And if you've been putting off doing your taxes year after year
Yeah,
after year,
303.
now is the time to resolve your back tax issues.
Call us at Larson Tax Relief, 844-LARSON Tax. We can solve your tax debt problems, make this year's tax deadline, and save you money. Larson Tax Relief, 844-LARSON Tax. If you or your business owe $20,000 or more, waiting another year will cost you more money, more penalty fees, and more stress. Call Larson Tax Relief today at 844-LARSON Tax. We've helped thousands protect their assets and get back on track.
2.5 years he's had his car on there.
844-LARSON Tax or check LarsonTaxRelief.com. We're rated A+ with the Better Business Bureau, and we have a money-back guarantee. Stop putting off your taxes and get your tax debt problems to disappear. Call Larson Tax Relief today at 844-LARSON Tax. That's 844-LARSON.
Okie dokie, fellas, here you go.
Online at khelp.com.
The only show of its kind anywhere. The entire theme of my career has been help, and we are so happy to be of help to you. And right now we're extending that help 24/7. If you call 303-MARTINO, Deputy Dan personally monitors that number and checks it all the time. If you're in crisis and need help. Now, obviously, no medical emergencies, but we can help with food. We can help with, we do have some arrangements for shelter, not many. We do have transportation. We do have deputies that can help get things to you. We have a network of people that want to help. I want to remind those healthy who want to help to join our network. We've had a few already. Go to help@troubleshooter.com. That's an email address. Or leave a message at 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466. We are basically coordinating all kinds of efforts to help. That's what we're doing. And we're happy to do it. As I said, we have lines open at 303-713-TALK. Let's talk now to Ken. He wants to talk about some kind of scam. Now, Ken, did we discuss this already? Because I recall discussing vacation rentals by owner.
No, I haven't talked to you about it.
Okay, let's talk about it. What's going on, sir?
Well, let me give you a little background.
All right.
My son just retired the 25th of February, 22 years of service. He's Special Forces Green Beret Master Sergeant.
Okay.
And he was recruited by a company in Virginia that basically does pretty much the same thing that he did while he was in the service.
Like what? What is that? What is that?
Well, it's yeah. To tell you the truth, I can't.
Okay, but does it have anything to? Okay, the only reason I'm asking, does it have anything to do with the story?
Well, yes and no. The situation with the story is they have to have a top secret security.
Okay.
And he had that in the Army. They ran top secret on him again. And it came back a problem with a timeshare in Mexico.
Okay, here's the thing. If there's anything, I just went through this with someone. If there's anything in anyone's record having to do with finances, even if you won, the fact that they had a collection or you disputed a bill, it doesn't matter. Here's the government's take.
It does, Tom. Let me finish.
Well, hold on. I want to say this, that it. Okay, go ahead, because I'm going to be right. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ken. Go ahead.
Okay. No,
Go ahead. I want to help you. I hope I'm wrong. Go ahead.
Okay. He wrote a letter to them and explained to them exactly what happened, and he has a timeshare exit team that's working on getting him out of there.
It doesn't matter the outcome.
Yes,
it doesn't.
Accepted the letter. They gave him his top secret security.
Okay, and then what?
Clearance.
And then what?
Okay, so now he needs a place to stay.
Okay.
In Virginia.
Okay.
So he goes to an apartment complex.
By the way, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, because I want to help the guy. Just yesterday, when I talked, Ken, please, before we get into the ripoff your son had, because the top secret clearance had nothing to do with the problem you called about, but because you mentioned it, that's good, because you're telling me, this is what I was told yesterday. I just handled this. The guy could not get a top secret clearance because of financial difficulty, which, by the way, turned out to be false. The military said, or the people that are doing this said, it doesn't matter the outcome. The fact that you were involved in a financial problem and you did not follow through will make you ineligible for top secret. So before we go on to your problem, if you could help me help him, what was it that, who did you talk to that said that it's okay now and they gave him his clearance?
Well, my son, the company that that recruited him, and I do not know the name of.
But do you know the people that were doing the top secret clearing?
No, it was them. It was this company that did their. They have someone in the company. It's a major company, and they do their own.
And they got it through, right? They got it through.
Yeah.
From the government.
Yes, they did.
Even though he had a financial difficulty with the timeshare.
Well, yes, that's my understanding.
Okay,
yes.
After I help you with this other thing, this vacation rental thing, if you could do me a favor, I would like to talk to that company so I can help the guy from yesterday who I swear this military, it's not military, it's a private contractor like the one your son used. They do top secret clearances. But apparently the one your son uses got him through, and that's the one I want to talk to. Okay, let's talk about your son. Where is he trying to find a place to live?
It's in Virginia. I don't know exactly where. It's 30 minutes from Washington.
And what
DC,
happened?
Is what he told
and
me.
what happened?
Well, he filed an application, paid $450. $50 of it goes for the application, and it gets the rest of the money back if it doesn't clear.
Okay.
Anyway, it came back that they denied him. So he got a hold of them, explained to them about the situation.
Why'd they deny him?
Well, because of the timeshare.
So vacation rentals by owner would not allow him to rent because he had a timeshare problem.
Right, exactly.
But he was able. But he's able to get a.
timeshare.
Well, if he's able to get a top secret clearance, why didn't they use that? Why doesn't he tell them that?
Tell me. You tell me. I can't figure it out. Here's what they're telling him now.
Okay.
He got a hold of them, and he explained to him about this letter that he gave to get his clearance.
Right.
They wanted a copy of the letter. I sent him a copy of the letter. It came back still that they denied him. They want him to get a cosigner.
All right.
So his situation is, if he can't get a place to live there, he's going to have to turn this job down.
Okay, but why does he have to go through VRBO? Why can't he just go to somebody else renting a place?
Well, this is the place he wanted to stay, just a few minutes away from where he's going to work.
Okay.
And this is the first place that he applied.
Okay.
I was hoping maybe you could help him, but
all right. Well, see, hold on.
Now, the only way.
I think your son having that company, that this letter that got him top secret clearance, he's better than yesterday I could have used your son, and now I don't understand. He gets a top secret clearance, yet he can't get approved by VRBO. That makes no sense to me. When he told them he had the same issue with his top secret clearance and they accepted the letter, what did this company say? And who is it VRBO doing the credit check or someone else?
That I don't know. Let me give you his number, have you call him.
Good.
He can give you all that information.
All right, but here's what I want to know, okay? Did he get his money back?
Well, I don't. It's happened so quickly. I don't think he's gotten it back yet, to my knowledge. But it may just be, on the internet type situation.
Did he mention he was military? I mean, retired military.
I asked. Yeah, I told him the same thing. I said, "Did you?" He said, "I've tried to get a hold of their corporate." He says, "I've talked with just managers. They keep coming back telling me it's denied." He says, "I tried to get a hold of."
They're apparently They're apparently doing. They're doing some kind of. We know they are. They're doing some kind of check on him. So is it a credit check? Maybe we attack it at the credit bureau. Why can't he use this letter to get it off at the credit bureau? I have to take a break. But Ken, that might be the way to do it. That might be the way to do it. Then when they do a credit check, it doesn't even show up. I think that might be successful if he does that first. Does he send me this letter? I want to see the letter, Ken, that he used to get out to get his top secret clearance. I am blown away by that. This a-hole I talked to said that they don't get a financial clearance no matter what it is. If they had a financial problem, they don't get a top secret clearance. So I want to see that letter. If that's a good letter, we can use that for the credit bureaus to get it removed. And as a, you would think they would do that. Hold on. We have more. Ken, just give the information to Daphne off the air and have him send us that letter. Thank you.
Now, impact traffic.
So his credit issue is with that timeshare that he had down in Mexico.
But he got it cleared up enough to get goddamn top secret clearance.
I know, but that makes no sense.
First of all, how did he get top secret clearance? I swear to God, they're not getting. There's something, because top secret clearance, I swear to God, it doesn't
through the credit.
It doesn't matter what bullshit you have. They wouldn't take. I don't understand how he got it. Of course, I'm taking him at his word.
And why doesn't that company rent the damn place for him?
The weather forecast could be a chance of showers this afternoon with a high of 57. Right now, partly cloudy and 46. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 K-How.
Woodley's Furniture and Design Furniture, specializing in custom upholstery.
Hey, Tom?
Yes.
Leather furniture.
Can I talk you out of the Simply Floors right away?
Made even better. You will find better built furniture in
Your brother, Simply Floors right now.
SimplyFloorsInc.com. Buddy and Karen Mitchell are doing business, saving people money up to 40%. They are passing savings on to you, and they are doing everything possible to make it a safe, healthy experience. They will keep their distance. They can show you samples with an in-home appointment from one person, and then come in and install clean, beautiful new floors, whether it be engineered hardwood veneers, a luxury vinyl tile, or carpeting. That's SimplyFloorsInc.com.
Cody Honda on Arapahoe today during the Honda Dream Garage Spring Event, and save some serious green on new CRVs, Accords, Civics, Pilots, and more. Spring in today. Save big. TheCodyHonda.com.
Mark Miller, Gabby Gourmet. I'm so excited that Yvonne Ceballos of K Bueno Square will join me this week. I was recently in Mexico City, and Yvonne is bringing us locals to real things on 630 K-How.
This is Dan Kaplis. You were
By the way,
by your folks
Shannon,
the same way my mom and dad.
Yeah.
can I ask you, is this coming through? Because I'm playing it through my computer right there. This.
I'm following up on an offer we sent to help with your unsecured credit
Insurance
debt.
companies on behalf of
I'd
good
like to
people
discuss
who've had their
more.
lives turned upside
You know what's
down
weird?
by
Listen to this,
serious
okay?
injury.
In order to use this little unit in Lucy Light, I have to set my screen, my computer, to send all sound to and from this box called the, what is this called again? The
Scarlet?
The Scarlet. Now, if it sends all sound through this Scarlet from the computer, I wonder why it doesn't sound like sound effects I have and stuff that I play on the computer that I can hear through my headphones, why you don't hear them. That's the oddest thing, how they filter that out. Anyway.
Well, and you know, I'd have to be sitting there playing with it to figure it out, because that is crazy.
It's good. I mean, see, sometimes I get confused because I hear something on my computer, but you're not hearing it.
No.
And I'm wondering what keeps it from going down the line, because what I monitor, never mind. I guess I'm just not sure why that's happening. But
no.
The reason I'm asking, if I could figure that out, I could literally take phone calls. I mean, I could. I mean, I could take them right through this computer. I could have things forwarded to my phone, which goes to the computer, and bring up calls on, not that I want to get rid of anybody, but I mean in a crisis, that would be good. I need to figure out, this is what I need to figure out. I need to figure out audio out on this computer to line in on this thing and see, even if, now this is theoretically possible. I have another Scarlet, and that Scarlet is strictly, if I called in on another access and had my computer sound routed through that one, that literally would go through, right, on another access.
Oh, heck yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, especially if you had a standalone access.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so much easier.
But I have to do audio out then from my computer to that, and I'm already doing...
See, then your microphone and stuff would just go right into the access, or similar unit, you know, like Ross has the brick, because it has XLR ends.
Yeah. So if I go, I could even do, yep, I see what you're saying. I gotta think now, how I would
here's what I have to do. I have to get my computer audio out. I don't know how to get audio out on these computers because they only have USB ports. They don't have a headset port.
This is really interesting.
Right, and, well,
Really? There's more to it?
I'm surprised that the Scarlett isn't working with the USB.
I know, and well, first of all, the USB goes into the Scarlett. Then I go into my sound, and I direct all my in and outs from Lucy. I direct to this Scarlett, right? And then the Lucy gets all its sound from my computer. All the computer, it routes through that. But my microphone is plugged into the Scarlett. The sound coming out of my computer is coming out of the sound card. But I don't know why, if it's routed through this Scarlett, it doesn't go down the line. It stops at my headset. That's the oddest fucking thing I don't understand. That's the part I don't understand.
Right, because it should be the option for what you hear.
Right. Right.
Wow.
Yep, and there's no way to route it like that. I'm looking, and there's just no way to route it that way on my sound card.
So, like I say, I can't guess without plugging and unplugging and
No, I know.
every single step.
Like the output of my computer is set to go to Scarlett, right? USB. And the input is set to go to Scarlett. Now that's only to help Lucy.
We're coming back right now.
Okay. Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. All right, welcome to the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe where we are helping people, and you can help us help people by signing up. Okay, now, listen to this. Ryan, let's talk to Ryan first. I want to get started, and then Kevin, I'm going to have to hold you, but I want to take you. Really, it's important. Ryan, what's going on?
Hey Tom, how you doing?
Good, man.
Basically, I ended up in a timeshare scam back about a year ago. My wife and I were on vacation, and the salespeople, we were kind of on the cusp of whether or not we wanted to buy, and they talked us into it.
So let's get it this. Let's put it this way. Did you fall for a timeshare?
We did fall for a timeshare scam.
Okay, when did it happen?
It happened, I want to say February of 19.
Of 19, okay. Did you go to any of these? We have the Finn Law Group, I believe, right, Mark, on our referral list that help people get out of timeshares, and they do a really good job. Now,
He is the best.
Yeah, he is the best, and he does it. Now, listen.
Tom?
Yes.
This
Beth.
is Ryan. This is Ken's son, the one we were just talking to. And
Oh.
Ken kept saying that it was VRBO, but it's not.
Oh, wait a minute. Ryan, listen. By the way, thank you for your service. You just got out of the military, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, he told me, though, that you were turned down for a VRBO because of your credit rating.
No. So to clarify, because of what's on my credit report from this from the timeshare.
Okay, got it. Now I got it.
I have not. So I put in an application this weekend to move into an apartment.
I get it.
And it was denied because of what's on my credit report.
I got it now. I got
from
it.
the timeshare.
Got it. So you tried. You got into a timeshare how long ago?
Like I said, February of 19.
Okay, I'm just writing it down now. Okay, February 9th. I'm sorry for asking twice. Okay, you bought a timeshare, and did you ever make payments on it?
We did initially make some payments. Now,
how many? A year or what? How many?
Probably about 4.
Okay.
And like I said, we were told when we bought the timeshare.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They always lie. You're not going to get out of it. You will get out of it, but you already bought it, okay? I know we could go back and find a ton of things they told you that were not true, right?
Correct.
Yeah, but you're not going to prove it, Ryan. It's too late. But we can help you, so hang on, especially because you're a veteran. Let's try to help you, okay? Hang on. I'm Tom Martino.
We're all dealing with the COVID-19
In the end, it's the same damn thing.
We may be putting off other business. One thing you should not put off are your back taxes, unfiled returns, and audits. They simply will not go away. Why not take this time to let Larson Tax Relief give you relief? They're at full speed ahead. Larson just added a slew of high-tech equipment to allow
So Superior, let me guess.
for their safety.
He needs to give him more money.
That means Larson
No,
Tax
he didn't.
Relief can't take your tax concerns off.
Okay, as soon as Tom gets off, because
They step between you and the IRS to negotiate the best possible settlements. Call them now, 844-LARSON-TAX. And yes, we'll get through this virus together. 844-LARSON-TAX. No more anxiety.
Could you ask Mark to look at the instant message?
I know the owners, Ron and Jack Larson, personally.
Tom, so listen to this.
Yes, sir.
The guy brought in his Audi S4. He wanted it restored. Okay, more than just. So, more than the engine. He wanted it restored.
And what happened?
Totally. So they did a whole bunch of stuff, and then they said the whole thing was basically finished. The parts on it some of them are obsolete. They stopped making them. But here's the deal: it got flooded in August of 19 while it was on their lot. Superior is saying they're not responsible
They're not.
for the flooding.
They're not. Unless they are.
Well,
What I mean
he's
is,
saying they're not responsible
but
for
no,
it.
is he saying they are responsible?
Superior is saying they're not.
But he is the owner
He's
saying they are.
should be, right. Because he didn't have insurance, and this guy Scott is saying, well, look, he should have had insurance on it. It's not our fault. It was an act of nature.
That's true.
So now...
Okay, let's talk to him about it. We have to get him on. This is totally good stuff.
Okay.
Can we ask them to, who is this guy again?
This is Scott from Superior.
No. Lauren, Scott, come on.
I'm sure he will, because he wants to defend his position.
Okay, hold on.
And he's got a story to tell.
Lauren's the caller. How did it flood? Why did it
Who's
flood?
the consumer? Hey, Daff. Is this Lauren?
Water main?
Lauren's the consumer.
Okay, Daff.
Federal government says they plan to send $1,200 checks to Americans.
Need to talk to Daff.
Daniel Geltrude tells ABC News that may not make much of a difference. The core issue is people are losing their jobs. So we really, the
Need to get, hello?
preserve the jobs, not necessarily send people checks. The map of the coronavirus outbreak in the U.S. still shows the thickest concentration of cases on the two coasts. But officials in the middle of the country are concerned that the wave is coming their way.
This is Jim Ryan Dallas. The governor of Texas made his disaster declaration on Friday.
Since that time, the number of people who tested positive...
They just put us down right now.
668 positive cases with 8 deaths in Texas. The governor has ordered healthcare providers to...
Can we talk, dear? Can we talk?
Medical resources.
Yeah.
Okay, get Lauren back on, and then get Scott on from
Superior.
Here's his number.
303.
30. Can you write it down?
You want Lauren for the car thing?
Yeah. Let me give
I'm
you...
not driven coconut.
No, I need Scott. This has nothing to do with this right now. This has nothing to do with the engine like he said it did. Nothing. Get Scott on, and I'm going to give you Scott's number on messaging. What is
303.
it? 303.
233.
And yeah, keep Kevin up, because I'm going to get his opinion. Go ahead.
233-2342.
There's his number. There's Scott. Get Scott on from Superior.
Okay.
Thank you, dear. Now, do you want to hang up, or you need your phone, right?
I can use it or not.
You tell me what you want. We've been doing pretty good. I'll just call you if I need you. Bye.
Okay.
Some kind of control light.
What's that?
Oh, he said something about a PCM. It's not even available because it's obsolete.
No, I know.
So it's all very complicated.
Right.
It sounds like Scott is...
So PCM, and you know who might know is, what's his name?
Kevin.
Kevin might know where to get a PCM.
Okay.
So they're probably take out a used one. Out of a used car.
Well, apparently he's having a tough time getting parts.
I believe it. 92?
And he said the car was a wreck when he brought it in. They said, fix it. You know, it wasn't just the engine being rebuilt.
That's right.
And, you know, I don't know about Scott's reputation, but on this, he sounded very rational and gave me all the information.
And the only way he'd be responsible for the flood, for some reason he did something.
And so how come I can't get the chat on my call screen?
I don't know. I can't understand it.
You have the authority to push the
See, I can't even move it over.
I know. No, that's to share.
That's to send it.
I just don't understand it. I just can't understand.
Mine just shows right up here. I'll show you what mine looks like.
Sponsored by Upwork, when you need in-demand talent on demand.
As the lunch hour gets underway on this Monday,
It's got all the people that are on it. Yours doesn't have all the people that are on
It doesn't have anything.
off highway.
I wonder if your screen is just too small.
No, because look, I can.
Out of the way, trying to go back to speed there. A little bit of delay downtown on northbound I-25 there, north of Colfax. Construction to Colford on that stretch, just a minor bit of slowing. Otherwise, the highway drive in the Mile High City wide open at this time. The weather forecast could be about a 30% chance of showers this afternoon with a high of 57. Tonight, showers early, then partly cloudy overnight, a low around 33. Right now, it's partly cloudy and 46. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 K-How.
Upwork has the world's largest network of proven independent professionals.
Well, when someone calls from somebody else, they always get it so screwed up.
Accountants, administrative assistants, animators, architects. You get the point. When you need in-demand talent on demand, Upwork is how.
Should we call Finn up to try to get a hold of, see if they can help us?
Is this what I have to look forward to?
What's that?
Should we call Finn up?
Vacations, not being able to do stuff around.
Dad's asking, should we get Finn on there?
Yes, we should.
Okay. You're asking, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, if we could get him on.
It's only payable if he wins, and it's a small percentage of what he collects. Why
Hey,
should you
Dan?
want to suffer? 303-597-4500, 597-4500.
Does Finn really get people at time shares?
Yeah, but it costs.
How much does it cost?
Depends on the time share.
Okay, because I hear all these things from people that call me on Fridays, and I don't know what to tell them, whether these things are scams or not.
Oh, no, Finn's a real deal, but what it is negotiation.
Oh, really?
What are you talking about, guys?
About the timeshare exit. No, those things they advertised for a long time. TimeshareExitTeam.com.
It used to be on the referral.
And what do? They just negotiate?
They negotiate with timeshare, and then they got to pay them, and they take their cut.
Serious law firm for serious
So,
cases.
Tom, don't you think on a lot of that you can negotiate yourself? Except these guys are lawyers.
Text the nationwide keyword couch to 200-200.
Did you need me, Dad?
So it's just basically negotiations what they do. But they're negotiating.
That's how I understand.
But they're negotiating as an attorney rather than as an individual.
Here you guys go.
Troubleshooter Show.
And then they take the cut.
Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your Troubleshooter. Keep in mind, CBD is an immunobooster. RealCBDThatWorks.com. Really, it is. Garlic is an immune booster. Vitamin C is an immunobooster. Any of these things will help you. You keep your immune system strong, and it'll help you even if you get it. So here's the bottom line. Vitamin D is an immuno. Limits sugar. Sugar kills immune system. This is all true stuff, okay? Exercise increases circulation. It promotes the elimination of toxins, but you must drink lots of water and exercise, another good part. Also, you need a lot of sleep. Sleep strengthens the system. So these are really good practical tips for increasing your immune system. Hello, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. We've been helping people for 40 years here in Denver, directly on the air. We are live on YouTube, live on Facebook, live on the iHeartRadio app, and live at referrallist.com. You can also get our archives. To make a long story short, we're set up to help, and we're helping you with consumer problems, questions, complaints. Also, any other help we can give you. If you need help, 303-MARTINO is a clearinghouse for help. We make the coordination. All right, so Ryan, I'm going to get you, but I want to go first to some experts we have. Do we have that guy up yet? No, maybe not. Maybe not.
Were you talking about Scott?
Yes. Do we have Scott up yet?
Oh, no, Scott will not come on and defend himself. He said he already told you guys the answers.
Oh,
and
okay, we thought he wanted to come on.
Oh, no, and he was not nice about it either.
Well, there's no reason for him to be a jerk because we're kind of on his side.
That's what I told him, and so he tried to tell me the story again. I said I don't have...
Let's get the consumer on when you get a chance.
All right. But
the
guy...
consumer's right there on line 2, Lauren.
Where is he? Thank you very much.
Yep.
Okay, thanks. Lauren, let's get this. Lauren, listen, man, you left so much out of this, okay? You said you rebuilt an engine, you paid him money, and he's been doing nothing. And God, there's so much more to it. Deputy Doc talked to him, and here's the bottom line. You went to have this car basically restored. Is that right?
Just the engine rebuilt. Sir.
Okay.
And the heater core
All right.
Fixed.
All right. Okay, he said you are basically having this thing restored there, but here is the real issue. Here's the real issue. He says the real issue and why this car isn't running is because it was flooded.
That was last summer.
How did you leave that out of your story?
Actually, I didn't.
I think you did. I think you never mentioned a flood.
Well, okay, it got flooded, but I thought, his shop should be responsible.
He is absolutely not. They're not responsible for hail, for flooding, for rain, for anything. If it was on his lot and it got flooded, unless he caused the flood or did not or had flooding issues in the past and never addressed them. But if you didn't have insurance on your car and it got flooded, man, that is what you call TS, really. It is, Lauren. You didn't have insurance.
Well, I had liability.
But why do you think? No, I'm not trying to give you a hard time. In fact, I don't even like the guy Superior. He's a jerk. But he said, or was he a jerk to you, Doc? Not to you. Okay, maybe she was a jerk to Daphne. Maybe because he thought we were bugging him. Here's the bottom line. He said, did he indicate, Deputy Doc, did he indicate that the flood was the main issue?
Well, he indicated that the flood was an issue. That's why it's not working now.
Right.
But he also indicated that a lot of the parts are obsolete. It's difficult getting them. And right now, even if he wanted to, he couldn't get parts, because of the age of the car.
Now, Kevin Calkin with Sheridan Auto Tech. I want to get his opinion. Kevin?
Yes, sir.
Kevin Calkin.
Hello.
Hi, Kevin. Listen.
Hey, Tom.
Lauren, what year is this car, Lauren?
92 Audi
Lauren
S4.
hung up.
Lauren hung up. He's pissed at us. Okay, but I want to ask Kevin anyway. Forget Lauren, all right? He has a 92 Audi. Are a lot of parts obsolete? He was trying to get this whole engine rebuilt and something else, some heater core.
PCM.
PCM? Is that what he said he couldn't find?
Yes.
Is that possible you can't find a PCM for this?
Oh, of course. Yeah, a lot of times we have to send them out to be rebuilt or refabbed.
Okay.
To try to make it work because
now
they're not sitting on a shelf somewhere.
I want to ask you something straight up. If you had a car in your lot and we had a major rainstorm and it flooded, would you feel responsible for a flooded car?
Well, no. Unless I had floods there every time it rained.
That's right, exactly. Or you did something to cause it.
Sure.
But if flood or hail comes, how can you be responsible for it? You can't be responsible for it. If you're at your friend's house and a flood comes, is your friend responsible for it? No.
Of course not.
Okay, so Kevin, by the way, are people still getting their cars fixed?
Yes and no. We've had a lot of cancellations.
But why? That's the part I don't understand. You need your car running.
Well, some folks they work close to our shop, but they live somewhere else.
Okay.
Or else it's a second car, and they're just going to wait it out.
All right.
Things like that.
But are you offering any for people who venture in? Are you offering discounts?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet, but we're stepping up. We'll because we glove up anyway. We cover steering wheel, seats, everything just normally.
Okay, keep us informed.
Door handles and everything else, yeah.
But is business still pretty steady? We're trying to get a barometer of business here.
For the next week and a half, we're steady. Past that is the gray area right now.
All right. Thank you. Kevin Calkin, SheridanAutoTech.com, 303-455-7242. 2 locations, one in Aurora, one in Lakewood. Is it? No, is it? It's Aurora and Lakewood. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so listen. When you take a car anywhere to be serviced, they are not responsible for normal stuff I mean, acts of nature. They're not responsible. Let's go to John at Revitalized Health, the Hormone Bros. John?
Hello?
Hey, John. Listen, we have to use practical tips for avoiding infection, obviously.
Correct. Yes.
But the immune system has so much to do with at least limiting how sick you get or not getting it. I mean, you could possibly pick up a viral particle and not get it. You could be a carrier, of course. We still want the safe stuff. We still want that. But as far as immunoboosters and being healthier, you guys are all about that. Now, I talked about some stuff, and it's not because of this. It's just bottom line. Vitamin D, we know that vitamin D is an immunobooster.
Absolutely, yes.
We know that vitamin C is an immunobooster, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
What are some other things? Exercise, as long as you – now, this is interesting. Exercise can have a counter effect if you don't flush, if you don't hydrate, because it builds up toxins as opposed to getting rid of them. But
sure.
What about –
yeah, no, starting out, just basics. I mean, with everybody we should do it anyways. But, yeah, washing your hands, warm, soap and water multiple times a day. Avoid touching your face. Good sleep hygiene. Plenty of water, plenty of fluids throughout the day. And yeah, get out, exercise, walk. Your vegetables. Just normal things which you should do. Now is the time that you specifically should be, concentrating on that. But as far as like supplements, increasing your B12, vitamin C, vitamin D3, those are all help with the nervous system and boosting the immune system.
Right.
Especially like the vitamin C. Out of all three of those, the vitamin C is pretty important because how it has been showing to attack the viruses itself. So, vitamin C, B12, and D3.
Great. Okay.
Another one is glutathione.
Ah.
Glutathione is the body's most powerful antioxidant, and normally it's highly concentrated in your lungs, which hence this virus, the COVID-19, attacking our lungs, a respiratory issue. So our bodies will deplete glutathione in stressful situations, aging, disease states, and so we don't have enough glutathione to adequately boost the immune system. Now, there's over-the-counter glutathione is garbage. It does not absorb very well, and so therefore not very effective at all. You're just wasting money. Now, you can do an injection once a week, but then again, now we're kind of seeing you once a week, and now we're getting away from that social distancing. But we have a compound pharmacy here in Golden that they do an acetyl glutathione. So they produce it in a way that it is stable in the stomach and the GI tract, and it's very well absorbed. And you would do that. You do it daily. So even if you did a 30-day supply to boost your immune system to get past this, this period of time that we're in, that would be highly, highly recommended.
Okay, so really, what we're talking about is what's always been good. It's always been the way, and there's nothing new about it. So it's not like cashing in on fear. It's just what you should be doing. What are the Hormone Bros doing? What are you guys doing differently? And if and I want to know the truth. I know you'll tell me the truth, but I want to talk about hormone balancing if it really matters this time around. Coming right back. Plus, I'm going to take your calls. Again, please stay on the line. I will take your calls, in fact, right after the break, and then get back to the Hormone Bros, because I do want to know about balancing hormones and the rest of it. Plus, we're going to talk about a Jeep. We're going to talk about Uber Eats. So hang on there, Pete. And then I'm going back to the veteran who needs our help with the timeshare coming up.
We'll bring you an hour-long,
ABC.
That was different.
10 seconds, ideal home run long.
Oh,
The latest health and safety info and solutions for our new way of life. Later tonight at 6 on 630 KHOW.
Go.
Ideal home loans for your next ideal home loan. And we're talking about getting it done all remotely. You never even have to see the blokes. But you know what? They're good people. And really, they do have appointments if necessary. But here's the deal. There's no one-size-fits-all. Ideal Home Loans truly customizes the loan for you. That means the length of time, and they do credit optimization. They do the interest rate guarantee. No matter what happens, if rates go down even further, you get a free refinance. Now, here's the bottom line. Listen, this is important. Shop around. They'll usually be lower by 1/8 of a point or more. It's just a fact. You know what? Why don't you shop for a loan? Ask people to put their promises in writing. Ideal Home Loans will. Then you will find out why Ideal is the ideal company I represent. IdealHomeLoans.com, 303-867-7000, 303-867-7000.
Hi, Steve Burke, you're down.
How much time before my next? About how long is that, bro?
3 minutes.
Thank you.
$4.99 a month at Land Rover Denver.
So it's a little loud for you, huh, Tom?
That was way too loud.
Now it's fine, I can hear it.
I'm sorry, bro,
Okay.
but it feeds back, and I can tell because I have this thing going through. But I can make it a little louder.
No, I didn't get much of
You know what I can do? I can put a headset in there that would really be good for you. If I have a long cord, I'm going to get you
No,
a
I can
good...
hear it now.
I know, but if you want, I can get you a headset. I can get you a headset off of that thing. I'll do that for tomorrow.
Okay.
Or what about this?
No, I just couldn't hear the hormone bros.
Okay.
Everybody else I was able to hear. I don't know if he was just...
Yeah, he was a little loud.
He was...
Yes. Or if we did this here one.
No, that was working fine today.
Okay.
It was just the hormone bros that were just a little... So that's why, it's amazing how you hear different stories from both sides. That guy Lauren was...
You're right. You're right. Or even the guy talking about his son with the... I mean, they just get the... That's why I can see a judge just must go bananas. Of course, he's used to it every day. And that's why the person who can go up there and do it simply, clearly.
I think I told you this before, but I'm trying to consolidate germs of where I clean, so I'm using this no matter where you guys, let's use this, yeah. I'm just doing that too.
Plus you got paper towels here, you don't have
Yeah, and then, I can minimize those towel washings and all that.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
So you know what I did? I just made a solution of Clorox and water to clean my surfaces.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, Tom, I just put an order in with John because I need to buy him. He's going to call him in, one for Rick and one for me. And I told him, I think Tom...
Yeah, okay. Good. All right. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, okay.
You'll have 0 reds long in 30 seconds.
No, let me have the flamethrower.
That sounds wrong. You know what else sounds wrong? When you hear about the interest you're earning on your savings with the largest banks. But with the Marcus by Goldman Sachs online savings account, you could earn much more interest. And hear this.
10 seconds, 0 reds long.
Sachs online savings account in minutes with Marcus.
So they're just staying down here. I'm not going to pronounce it.
Guys, no. I didn't go this way.
Zero Res Denver is at full speed, safely cleaning carpets. Your carpeting is the #1 air filter in your home. Almost everything ends up on your carpeting. They also can do tile, by the way, and they do it with empowered water, no soaps, because soaps can actually grab on to germs and hang on to microbes, where this empowered water gets rid of them. Now listen, they're not making any unreal claims, but they are saying this. It's always better to have clean floors, always, because that is the #1 way we track things into our home. Zero Res Denver Timeshare.com, 303-471-5150. 3 rooms for $119. That's zero res, the ones I use, and you can depend on them. 303-471-5150, taking all CDC guidelines, zeroresdenver.com.
This report is
30 seconds till we're back.
demand talent on
We've
demand.
got a return to spring coming our way this week.
So, on that vet Ryan, he did not get out of the timeshare, is that correct?
Yeah, that's what we have to find out. The world's largest network of proven independent professionals, and I have an alphabetical list of them. Accountants, administrative assistants, animators, architects. You get the point. When you need in-demand talent on demand, Upwork is how.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
I'm Tom Martino. We're going to go back to Revitalize Health shortly, but I want to first go back to Ryan. Now, to make a long story short, Ryan's a veteran, just got out, okay? He needed a top secret clearance, and he needs to live in a certain place, but he got turned down for rentals because this timeshare he got involved in February of 2019. Ryan didn't mean to get involved. You know, listen, the timeshare people are scum. Timeshares are financial herpes. They never, and you quote me, never make financial sense. Now, there are people who do not hate their timeshares, mostly because they've talked themselves into it because they already made the mistake. But if the truth be known, they would rather not have it. They are not investments. They're the worst thing you could ever do. But Ryan fell into that trap in February of 2019. He made 4 payments. But I thought what your dad said was, in order to get your top secret clearance, you got out from under that obligation, and you even have a letter that proves it. Is that right?
No.
I didn't think so.
No, that's some misinformation there.
All right. Did you get a top secret clearance?
I have a clearance.
You do?
I do.
Okay. How did you get a top secret clearance with a financial blip in your background?
With an explanation. So.
Okay, but that's amazing because I just went through this yesterday. I was telling your father I didn't believe him, but apparently it's true. What explanation did you give, and why isn't it good enough for a rental? What explanation did they see to give you top secret clearance? Did they see a letter? What did they see?
Very simply, they're looking to make sure that you're taking care of your financial obligations.
And I want to know, what did you do to satisfy them, because you did not take care of your financial obligation? Did you legally get out of your timeshare yet?
Not yet. It's under the works. So I'm working with a credit agency right now.
What credit agency?
National Credit.
And who are they?
Just a credit agency to assist you in getting things wiped off your credit report.
Yeah, you don't even waste your time. Don't even waste your time. Who did you work with to get out of the timeshare?
I'm not currently out of the timeshare. That's the problem.
Okay, listen, I'm going to tell you one thing, and one thing for sure. The only, and by the way, you're not going to want to hear this, and I swear to you, I wish I was wrong. That top secret clearance, I promise you, it's provisional right now. There's no way they would do it with an open contract like this that you're in breach of. I don't know how. Your dad said, oh, no, he got his top secret clearance because he showed him a letter of explanation. Here's what I'm going to tell you, and I hope I'm wrong. Be ready for them to revoke it, because that's exactly what happened to the guy I was on the phone with yesterday. He got provisional top secret clearance, and they just changed the rules not more than 4 weeks ago. That provisional top secret clearance must be cleared by a certain date. And that means that if you have any financial snafus, you're done. But I don't want to make you depressed, Ryan. I just don't want you getting into a long-term lease and finding out your top secret clearance is going to be revoked. Here's the bottom line. you need to get this wiped out completely. You need to get out of the timeshare contract because they can't clear up your credit if you're still under the contract.
Okay.
So what you need to do is I recommend the Finn Law Group. They're on our referral list, and they can get you out of the timeshare, but it's going to cost you some money. We're going to try to get him to lower the cost or do something really cheap because you are a veteran. And we're going to try to work with him. We haven't gotten a hold of him yet. So what we're going to do is do that and then try to get it off of your credit report. But you got to get out of the timeshare first. Has it ever shown up before to haunt you?
No, it just came up just the last month.
Okay, Ryan, that's because it will never go away. It's financial herpes. Okay, did they ever try to collect from you before?
Just a phone call.
Okay.
And
okay, good. Yeah. Where is it? Which timeshare is this?
Villa Group.
Is it in Mexico?
It is.
Okay. And Ryan, this National Credit, please tell me you haven't paid him anything yet.
Yeah, I've been working with them for a while. So
how much have you paid him, sir?
About $1,000 roughly.
Please don't pay him another dime. They are not going to fix your credit. Let me ask you, have they done anything so far?
They've gotten a couple of things removed from my credit report that had been paid off for years.
Yeah, well, of course. You could have done that.
Right.
Ryan, how much is this new job going to pay?
Upwards of 100.
Well, my brother, you need to get the Finn Law Group to get you the hell out of that contract. And then we get your credit done the right way. So hang on. Okay. Daphne, get his information. And thank you for your service. What did you do in the service, by the way?
I was in the Army.
Why did you need top secret clearance? You can't tell me because it's top secret. I mean, what did you do? Can you talk about it?
Yeah, I was a special operator.
What does that mean? I'm just curious. You don't have to give away secrets, but what does that mean, a special operator?
Just Green Beret.
No fooling. Wow. That's pretty cool. Do you know how to speak multiple languages?
To an extent.
Did you have a special assignment in a different country?
You got to stop now.
Ryan, it's cool though, isn't it? Doesn't everyone ask you about what you did?
They do.
Yeah. You say you were a Green Beret, but people tell me you never stopped being a Green Beret once you're a Green Beret. Is that true?
Depends on how you want to live the rest of your life, Tom.
Did you feel that it was a benefit in your life?
Absolutely.
Okay. We're going to help you, okay? Hang on.
Appreciate it.
Daphne's going to get the information. Hey, how often do you talk to Green Berets and people who have done special assignments like that? Pete, you want to spread the word. I don't understand how this works. Is it really free, Pete?
Most people have the Uber app already, so you just I open mine up and it says free local delivery, and I've been doing some deliveries, and the last customer told me it was free. This is up here in Fort Collins, though, and I know in the RTD area south of Frederick Firestone, the app is a little different.
Oh, so are you a driver?
Yeah, I've been running Chipotle, Arby's added on, Carl's Jr., IHOP, Village Inn, Sirius Texas Barbecue has about 5 locations up here. It's really good. They're on there now.
Now, so the app is free, but you're still getting tips, right?
Yeah, pretty good ones because I think people have been getting free deliveries. I mean, so they've been throwing a few bucks on. Yeah, it's
That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. I'd like to know where else it's free. We'll come back and find that out. I'm Tom Martino. More coming up.
This is Denver's talk station.
Tom, 1 minute, fix it short.
630 KHOW, Denver. Now, impact traffic.
This report is sponsored by Exxon and Mobil Synergy Supreme Plus Premium Gasoline.
As the lunch-hour drive continues, getting word of a possible crash eastbound I-70 at Washington. Not seeing any backups yet, just travel through that area with caution. Traveling downtown, got some construction vehicles blocking the right lane and shoulder there on northbound I-25 near Spear.
Tom, 30 seconds, fix it short.
Otherwise, the highway drive in fairly decent shape across town. An earlier crash on Federal north of the Turnpike long gone. And no other slow spots in the highway drive in the metro area at this time. The weather forecast, going to be about a 30% chance of showers this afternoon with a high of 58. Right now, cloudy and 48. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 KHOW.
Exxon and Mobil.
10 seconds, fix it short.
Their best fuel ever keeps your engine 2 times cleaner for better gas mileage. It's supreme. It's premium. It's supremium. Fill up today at your closest Exxon or Mobil station.
Plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains. The demand never stops. Fix It 24/7 is there for you. FixMyHome.com, a company you can depend on. And by the way, if you get the furnace clean and check done for just $39, you get a free microbial cleaner of your hands that lasts up to 6 hours. I've known these people for years. They take safe practices in your home. 720-526-3939, FixMyHome.com.
Learn more about
4 minutes till we're back.
team. When possible, increase distance.
Are you being able to hear all right?
Yeah.
Reduce spread. Learn more at covid19.colorado.gov.
Do you suffer with arthritis? Arthritis is symptoms.
Luckily, I have good hearing for someone my age. I have really good hearing.
Take advantage of their radio-only special free consultation.
I know a lot of people our age need hearing aids.
I had hearing aids, and I actually need them. I just don't wear them. But I was a rock and roll drummer for years and years.
Really?
But the main reason I got them, although I had some hearing loss from that, believe it or not, and from flying without, back in the day, people didn't wear headsets that much. We had a speaker in the airplane and this, and you turn the speaker up real loud. How stupid. No, really, I remember flying with a stupid microphone and then the speaker. I mean...
I remember when I was a kid, we'd sit out with these reflectors in the sun. Did you ever do that when you were a teenager?
No, but I had a heat lamp for
We used to sit out in the sun like this with those aluminum reflectors. How stupid was that?
Now, here's the deal. The reason I got my hearing aids was for the tinnitus more than anything.
Oh, it has that?
Oh, yeah, because it masks it. But I haven't worn. I just stopped wearing them.
$1,000 a month in monthly savings, maybe more. It just takes a 10-minute call to American Financing to get started. We'll work with a dedicated mortgage consultant.
Is there any charities that will take a timeshare?
To achieve your financial goals.
What's that?
Legally take a timeshare at charity?
No, they don't want
because then they'd be responsible.
Right. That's
and then they could auction off.
So,
and by the way, you can't.
Dave Ramsey's thing is bull.
What does it say?
Well, first of all, it says sell your timeshare. Who's going to buy it?
No one will. No one will. And the other thing is, you're still on the hook. Even if
you're
you
right,
sell it.
unless you got it, and then it asks the resort to take it back. That's the biggest thing. If you could go right to the
But
resort.
even when, that's the best way. I'm telling you that Ramsey has a lot of bad advice.
I think so, too.
Of bad
Here's
advice.
our best one. Never using a credit card is absurd.
Ever.
That's so stupid.
Cash for a car and everything.
You know what? He looks at it like credit is like a drug guy.
But you need
or an alcoholic.
That's right. Like all or nothing.
Right.
But if you don't have a good credit rating, it affects your mortgage payments.
It's stupid.
Your insurance.
Everything.
Everything. And, I mean, to rent a car, you still need a debit card to rent a car and have all that much money sitting there. No,
Is Mark gone?
Yeah, he left. I don't know if he's back.
I know
Where
one
did he
guy
go?
that has a timeshare that loves it. He has a timeshare in Las Vegas. 2 weeks. Every year he goes to play the World Series of Poker. And he has those 2 weeks and he stays in his timeshare.
I know, but could he stay there cheaper if he didn't have
No. Okay. Doc, if I do the fucking man for you, it's never a good idea.
He's the only one I know that's happy with it.
Well, I'm not saying he's not happy with it. I'm telling you that it's economically never, ever, ever a good idea.
And plus you probably cost them 15 grand at least to buy it.
Maybe.
Plus his probably $800 a month for his. That's the bad thing about it.
Right.
And others are these inspirations.
And I know I got a friend who's never a couple of them.
Oh, I agree. I would never buy
The only
timeshare.
thing I can see is timeshare. It forces you to go on vacation.
But you don't want to go to the same place at the same time. Like Tom said, you could stay at the most expensive hotel for 2 weeks every year and still come
Especially
out
with the
ahead.
maintenance. And here's the other thing: when you get stuck with
The maintenance, right?
no, the special assessment.
Right.
6 continents is being postponed due to the impacts of COVID-19.
You know what? I need stuff on top of there.
And then if people default, that decreases the number of people who are paying for the assessment, right?
Yeah, but they just resell it. Someone defaults, they resell it.
Now he's talking about assessment, special assessment.
Special assessment. If you have 10 people that have
You're right.
timeshares and 5 default,
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. All right, 303-713-TALK. Gary, you have some kudos for the Hormone Bros. Let's bring up John as well. What's going on, Gary? What do you have to say about him? Gary? I'm hoping you're there. If not, we'll just move on. Gary.
He's dropped.
All right, he
No,
dropped.
he is gone. I'm
What
so
did he
sorry.
want to say? Do you know?
Oh, he just said he wanted to give a shout out to them. They're wonderful, wonderful guys.
I need to know something. John, do you still have office hours? You still doing that?
We do, yeah. We're still operating in normal business hours. I mean, we don't have a lot of staff to begin with. So
But you know, and you can, of course, you know how to not infect people. I mean, you're a healthcare. Okay, so are you doing BioT still?
Yep.
And what else?
Gary's back.
And thyroid management and estrogen therapy. And
How important is balancing or optimizing? I don't even like the word balancing. It's more of an optimization of hormones.
Absolutely.
How important is it? And again, I'm not looking for answers. I'm looking for truth. Does that boost immune system or not?
Yeah, in a sense. I mean, if your hormones are not optimized, if they're out of whack, I mean, then your body is in a stressful state already, and
that's where that stress level, I forget what they call it, but you're right.
Glutathione. Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
if you can boost, optimize everything that you can, including your hormones. I mean, for energy, for overall well-being, and boosting your immune system. I mean, absolutely. So hormones do play a crucial role in it, along with everything that we've already talked about and discussed. So,
okay.
And peptide therapies too. And so, those are a newer field going forward. And there is one specific that actually BioT itself has been trying to push out during this time.
What's that?
And it's called thymosin alpha 1.
And what is it?
It's a peptide. It's a protein that it's a daily, a twice a week injection that you do at home with a little insulin needle. And what it does is it tells your body to boost its own innate immunity.
Come on, Dan.
And so, by what I mean by that is it increases your body's ability to, increase your T cell counts, which obviously fight direct bacterial viral infections. So it's just going to boost your immunity all around, and it's even more potent than the glutathione. But
so really, is it something that really they're recommending, Dr. D?
Yeah. We got an email from them the other day, a couple days ago, and now they're trying to, we've been doing this for a while.
Does it have any side effects?
No, not that we've seen. With any of these peptide injections, some people might see mild nausea. Maybe
now this peptide, this particular one you're talking about, really has some beneficial immuno qualities.
Absolutely, yes.